Friday, Friday.
Hello.
It's Friday in Florida.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday.
What's crack-a-lacking? I don't know if Francis is still in here, but hello.
Hello, Francis.
And
Hello, Francis.
Fluff set their reminder, but I don't know if they're back yet.
Hello, fluff and stuff. All that fluff and stuff.
All that fluff and stuff.
I never know if it's Mrs. Fluff or Mr. Stuff. I'll have to find out. What's up, Jake? And you're not Yee Yee.
You want to be right there.
I thought Jake got him a Jake. What's up, Beards and Bass?
Hey, Beards.
What's going on, man? What's up, Billy?
Hey, Billy. Hey, SoFlo.
Hey, Rob.
And Rob. Hi, Rob. How are you? I bet you are tired. We're going to have to hire somebody.
Somebody can jump up if they want to.
You have your Wednesdays off.
Yeah, Rob has to work. I think he only gets Sundays off now.
Oh, wow.
Can't hire anybody. Nobody wants to work no more.
Exactly. I actually had one of, not even one of my students come into my classroom today. She's from another class. You know, since we do like our news show every single day at the school, she comes in, she goes, could I get the kids to do an announcement for my job? And I was like, sure. She works at a Greek restaurant right down the road here. And she's like, we're looking for people. They can't find anybody. Like, nobody wants to work. Like, I'm running an announcement right now for the city of Palm Beach Gardens. They're offering to pay these kids $14 to $21 an hour.
To bus?
No, to be either lifeguards, aquatic attraction lifeguards, or camp counselors. 14 to 21, and they're willing to pay them that $14 to $21 an hour for paid training. And they can't fill these positions.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a commercial on the radio here. I think they're offering hiring bus drivers, school bus drivers, paying like $18 an hour.
Oh, good. New service manager starts Sunday.
So that means you got to go in Sunday and train them on your day off? Right, for a high school kid, Rob, you're 100% right. That is crazy. For a high school kid, $14 to $21 an hour to sit on a little lifeguard stand, just sit there like this and blow a whistle. And like the aquatic attraction one, they're basically watching the kids in the shallow water pool with all these slides. Like, seriously, like you don't have to go diving in for a kid that's drowning. You just literally go in and go like this.
But they have to have training for that, though, don't they?
And you know how
certification, yeah.
You know how all these kids are these days. You realize the crap you'd have to deal with.
Hello, Mark J. Welcome.
Mark J.
Hey, Mark.
How was Monica? Hope she's okay. Tell her hello for us.
And yeah, it's a anniversary show. Doc's anniversary was yesterday, and mine and Lindy's is Monday. Sunday. Hey, we got married on a Sunday, didn't we?
Did you?
No, because we were in the church and we couldn't have got the church on Sunday.
No, it was Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, we got married on a Saturday as well.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you, Rob.
Supposed to be raining tomorrow, pretty big chance. It's supposed to rain today, and it never did.
No, and
down their way. Didn't it rain down your way some?
It looked like it wanted to, and it drizzled for maybe like 5 minutes. And I mean, it was black, dark clouds all around, but never came down. It just drizzled a little bit, and that was it.
What? They sell more.
Not tonight.
They sell more.
Not tonight.
We done found something we like. These damn trolley gummy shark things.
Is it airplanes or sharks?
It says sharks, but it looks like an airplane maybe. It says it's shark.
And they're by the trolley gummies. My kids like those trolleys.
Yeah, it's a trolley gummy thing. We eloped at a radio station sponsored event. No tux, no gown, no problem. Wow.
Nice. We had a not a big wedding, but a moderate sized wedding. It was great. I had a great time at our wedding. It was awesome.
Yeah, I did too. We did. We had a nice
We had a pretty big wedding. Not really, not, nah. Like I said, pretty big. Yeah, it was pretty big.
Well,
And we kind of had to have a bigger wedding because I mean both our families are just we invite our families. It's a big event.
Italians are big.
Yep.
I'm sure you did, Rob.
Did you go to Vegas?
They'd filled my car full of balloons, and I had that Trans Am. We pulled out of the parking lot there, and the church took off through town, shucking balloons out the window. Man, I couldn't see the drive.
They didn't do that to us. We had a limo, and we ended up like the wedding party and some friends and stuff. We took the limo over to this club that used to be over here by us, and went there and finished out the night. I mean, I think we headed over to that club around I don't want to say it was probably close to like midnight. We took the limo over there. It was fun. It was a good time.
Downtown Orlando. Okay.
Hey, Ted.
We went and saw. We were in Raleigh for a week. Stayed in the damn top of this big hotel and all, but went and saw Pink Floyd during that week.
Big round hotel. The top of it went around.
Yeah, the restaurant on top of Turn, man. It's pretty badass.
Those are cool. Which one was it? Oh, the Opryland Hotel. That's the last one I seen where they got this it's not at the top, but it's like the bar in the middle of the Opryland Hotel where they got the waterfall, and the bar in the middle just slowly spins around.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, straight up from North Florida, we got Beards and Bass.
What's up, everybody? What are you guys doing? Anything fun and exciting this evening?
Nah, you're looking at it for this evening.
You're looking at it, man.
Ray?
Hi, Ray.
Hey, Ray.
What you up to? Hey, man, what's your name, dude? I hate calling you Beards and Bass all the time.
It's Jay. You can just call me Jay.
Right. I got
what
that.
What are you guys up to? You can't put no invite out there and not expect me to come popping in now.
Well,
I hope so.
Maybe I dangled it your way, hoping you'd bite. What about that?
Yeah, look, man, I'm like a largemouth, more like a shark. I got more like a shark set of teeth, so think of it that way. You guys are crushing it right now. By the way, Doc, nice to meet you. Jay, I've now met Lindy and John. We actually ran into each other a couple of weekends ago down at Headwaters. I told you, you never know where I'm going to end up. I am actually super excited, you guys. I'm going to tell you a really funny story in just 1 second.
And thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Yep.
Hold on, let me click this comments button so I can see.
Yeah, that is the man right there.
That is the man right there.
That's Mr. Steve. That's the owner of Bruiser Baits and Bass Addiction, Flat Out Tungsten.
Nice. Here we go. I actually am scheduling a redfish fly fishing trip for the inlet on Crystal River. I am going to have multiple cameras, drones, me and another guy. He's actually kind of a big deal in the fly fishing industry, in this fly fishing scene. I had no idea. I talk to this guy every day, and then come to find out he's like a huge fan of the channel. He wants to take me on this fly fishing for redfish trip. I am super excited.
Can we make it a convoy?
Oh my God. I've never done this. He's jealous because I went on that big peacock trip. Here, I'm going to put you guys down here so I don't look so odd staring up at the sky there. Yeah, he is jealous of that peacock trip. Now listen, I fish with a guy. I know John and Lindy has never met him, but the guy I fish with, man, we find some fish, buddy. You guys find some fish too. I've been staring. Y'all keep that camera angle like you got it, because one of these times I'm gonna find the moon and the sky align, and we're gonna be in the same water one day.
I tell you what, you know how I found Roland at Headwaters?
He probably called you like he did me.
Well, that was after the fact, but the first time we tracked his hole down, that smokestack in the background, steam, whatever it's blowing.
Yep, John, don't say it. Don't say it.
Dude, I saw it in the video. I was like, okay. And then a telephone pole was in another one. I was like, gotcha.
Don't say it. Listen. I laugh whenever we talk about Donkeyland because, buddy, I'm looking for a palm tree, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't you end up showing me that palm tree one day in Donkeyland, buddy, because you go find me fishing with you.
Okay, if you watched the last video at Donkeyland, the intro I use in the boat was actually recorded later in the day, just so you couldn't see. We keep going to that one area. I started it going down the other side of the lake. I was like, there you go.
We all know where we fish. It's so funny that, we're so fortunate, and I say it all the time. And that's one of the reasons, and I do, just so you guys know, I am subbed to both your channels. Just so you guys both know, I do enjoy the trips. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm actually an avid fan of watching YouTube. And I don't mean that I just generally just stare at it for hours. I mean, tonight I've got to change the power steering pump on the car this weekend. YouTubed it. Guy made a lot of real valid points. I follow him. He's kind of a nerdy, mechanic, but at the same time, I was a VICA member when in high school, Vocational Industrial Clubs of America. I competed on a national level for auto mechanics, joined the military shortly after that, got into private contracting, got into contracting as far as construction goes. Been doing a lot of fun stuff. Love the fishing, but I'm just learning the editing. John, you got your editing running pretty smooth there, bud. Here recently.
I'm working on it. And back to your statement of watching YouTube, I made homemade cinnamon rolls the other day from scratch, all from watching this nerdy dude on YouTube. I mean, from literally never made these before. But I can follow. I'm good at following directions. I mean,
listen, we're from a generation, and Doc, I watch your videos too. I like your style. You got your own thing going over there. It's fantastic. And thanks, right now, where I'm learning, I think it's a good conversation to have 3 content creators like this on the same show. Fantastic.
Right.
Doc, one of the things that I'm having trouble with is my time. See, I leave more of this is what I talked about the other night, John, if you were in the live when I was talking about what does fishing mean to you,
Right.
It's so amazing that we've all chosen this as well. Sorry about that little glitch, guys. We have a 1200 watt microwave, and when the wife makes popcorn, it literally affects the entire universe. And I have 5G Wi-Fi. So if the dog lays anywhere within 700 yards of the Wi-Fi, you're going to get a little poppy glitch. Sometimes it comes through an audio. So if you do hear it, let me know, because I can see it in the video a little bit.
Your army veteran neighbor that has the plate in his head can't figure out why he just passes out every little while.
That's me, John. I'm the neighbor. I'm the one that's got all the problems with the microwave. No, thank God, man. I wish I had wood in here. I've got a big glass desk. Don't worry, I got ideas for the office.
Who is it from vacation?
Cousin Eddie.
Cousin Eddie, when they turn the microwave. But every time I turn the microwave on, I poop myself or whatever he said.
Yeah, oh my God, what a great flick! But I leave in a lot of context, and there's a reason I leave in so much context in my videos. And we were talking about this the other night in the live. I want to show you the whole story because eventually, it's going to become a situation where when I'm old and stuff, and God bless Roland Martin, Scott Martin, and Hillary and their whole family for what they've done for the industry of fishing. I mean, Scott's got $100,000 worth of employees that do just his editing and stuff. And man, that stuff is fire. And I'm really trying to lean towards being able to learn how to do all that myself. And it becomes a little bit stressful, man. It becomes a little bit stressful. I mean, Doc, what issues have you had? Like, what do you find the most, this is what I'm asking the both of you, basically. What do you find the most difficult part of fishing, filming, editing? What to leave in, what to leave out? Have you explored multiple cameras? Are you really trying to do this from a cinematic view? What do you think your timeline looks like when you're editing? Does it just flow out there, or is this like you have a template in your brain and that's what you run on?
They start out by saying, "How can I beat her today?"
That's no, John. I'll let you go first. John, go ahead.
What I've been starting lately is from watching. I don't know if you watching Beards and Bass. We watch a channel called Puddle Walkers. It's the guy named Greg. He has the best B-roll and the way he shoots it of anybody
Greg,
I know.
Yeah, Greg gets great.
They walk creeks and fish, but this dude will stop and get the view from under a rock of the water coming over top of the rock. I mean, I want more of that. Like I was talking to Doc earlier, the big fish Lindy let go in this last video, the slow motion I got of it doing that close rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I want to add. And I guess I'm going to have to strap on a GoPro too.
It starts to get real. John, have you thought about maybe putting a GoPro in a third-person camera?
Oh yeah, we do crappie fishing. We run it. That's the way we run it, crappie fishing.
I'm just saying, if you're uncomfortable wearing the chesty, like I go straight ninja now. I mean, I've got a third-person cam, I've got a first-person cam, I've got the catch cam, the underwater cam, the big cam for the selfie style, and then the drone. That's my loadout when it comes to filming. Now,
I don't want all that. I used to wear a GoPro. It just died. I need to buy another one. But
right.
Thanks, Steve. Okay.
Oh, the music.
I have to give props to Billy Dean at WOKC, the local radio station. If you'll listen to his show, you can get online and do it on Fridays. Man, I do all day. I'm like, hey, I'm going to use. Okay, the Ted Nugent video. We were driving home from Donkeyland. My truck's broke, so we're driving Lindy's, which has satellite radio.
Ooh, must be nice.
So I could listen to Ozzy's Boneyard driving home, and they played Free for All, Ted Nugent. So I'm rolling along, we're jamming. I was like, I'm going to use that in the video. And it literally starts that's where my videos start.
Well, yeah, you end up getting those ideas. Hold on, John. I want to catch up in the chat real quick. We got to do the 1, 2, 3. You ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, Daddy.
Oh, okay. There's a player in here. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Daddy Duck. We always got to hey Daddy when he roll. Because okay.
Hog Deer 79, welcome.
It's how I roll there, Jay. One day, Daddy Duck told me, goes, I feel so weird when grown-ass men call me Daddy. His name's Daddy Duck. So from that moment on, we've always said, hey, Daddy, and I try to do it.
No, I would probably make that a point, too. Absolutely. Yeah.
I try to do it very sexy, like,
We just ended up running with that one. And then Hog Deer 79 came in. Hello. And then Creel. What's up, Creel?
And Steve, back to the music. It's funny. If I use like old country music, I get more comments, like the cool old country. If I used old rock, it kind of excites more of my people that comment all the time. But if I put on a hard rock one, man, it don't get views. But it kind of goes, a couple of times I've put it too new a rock in it. And then I got a couple comments where a guy told me to leave the music out so he could hear the sounds of the lake. So
let me ask.
It's funny how everybody kind of wants their own different thing. You just got to mix it up,
I just try to pretend if I was in the boat playing the radio and that I was catching that fish, kind of what would I want to be listening to?
Right.
And it works.
But
how
Jay,
do you get around the copyright?
I don't.
He does.
Oh, okay, so they're whacking on you.
Well, no, not anymore.
Not necessarily.
Now about every third or fourth one, Ted Nugent's the first copywriter when I put up in last 4 or 5 videos. I figured a loophole like these I've been playing with the swamp music in it.
Yeah.
I ain't even going to divulge it.
I got it. No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You're playing the law of averages. I understand that now.
Well, no.
He's not gonna tell you how he does it.
The way I figured it out was from back when everyone was copyrighted music, where I didn't give a damn. I wasn't monetized. I'm just making fun to watch.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I get it.
Well, they throw the copyright on you, and it shows you which songs you got it on.
Gotcha.
Well, like one day, this one popped up, and I couldn't believe it wasn't. I was like, huh. So I tried another one from the same individual,
Got
and
it.
it wasn't. And
Say
I
no
went,
more. Say no
"Huh."
more.
And then it was like, bam, they're opened a whole. I bet this cat's got a couple hundred just, and it's everywhere from, I got Stairway to Heaven loaded and ready. I'm going to show y'all how to put a uncopyrighted video out with Stairway to Heaven in it.
Don't do that, man. That's the forbidden riff.
That's
if you
why.
let that go out on YouTube, your channel automatically gets stricken from the world and never to be returning to a Guitar Center again.
Okay, but I'm jacking it from somebody on YouTube. So if he made it to get it there, I'm golden.
I've got a
Yeah.
video. It's funny you say that.
I've got a video called Giant Bass Fight. If you guys ever get a chance to watch that, that is probably, I don't know. Can you pull videos, John? Do you have the ability to do picture in picture?
Doc can do it, can't you, Doc? Doc's my tech guy. I'm a
Oh,
talker.
Doc,
He's the
throw
tech
up
guy.
a picture in picture. Go to Giant Bass Videos. We'll review this together. We're all anglers. We're all videographers. We all do our thing. I want to watch this video with a couple of people because you guys are going to laugh. Doc, if you have the ability to pause, and if it, I know this is asking a lot.
Jay, is it on your channel?
Yes.
So what's it called?
It's right there in the first playlist. It says Giant Bass Videos, and then scroll across and you'll see it says Giant Bass Fight.
And Steve up there talking about it gets him jacked.
So is it Giant
Jay.
Bass Fight Big Bass? Okay, I got it. Hold up.
Jay, Mr. Steve is already jacked. That's a big cat. That man's a big old man.
Oh, yeah?
He's a big old fella.
He runs up and down stairs with weights.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
yeah.
that. I got out of the army and I felt like that. And then I got fat and had a kid and like everything changed.
Oh, really?
Wait a minute.
How
Yeah.
long were you in labor?
I was what feels like 9 years today, as a matter of fact.
Here you go, guys.
Yeah, Matt, Lindy, we run external batteries. That's what that thing is hanging on Lindy's mall cop vest that she wears.
That is the best.
battery.
Yeah, I got you a taser for Christmas.
And see, Steve's the one
Awesome.
that,
Yeah.
I'll bring it up in a second, Doc. I see it. See, that started from Steve. He commented on that video when she whipped out them pliers, and he said, Lindia is one taser away from being a mall cop.
I
Yep.
seen that. That's why I made that comment because that's just hilarious. You need to
Working back
pepper
as we
spray.
speak.
All right, you ready to play this? You
Yeah,
want to
so
play
this is let me give you a little context because
All
this
right,
is
go ahead, Jay.
absolutely fantastic. Okay, so you guys know I'm a Lake Harris guy in the Harris chain. Now, as far as my location for fishing on a regular basis, this is a top 3 nationally ranked bass fishing tournament lake. This thing has tournaments and derbies 5 to 7 days a week, except about 3 weeks a year. It's crazy how many people show up here. Now, is it really cool to live on a lake like this? No, because it's beat up and it's pressured. But my buddy and I have been fishing this lake for so many years now that we have figured out that only about 7% of the lake actually has fish in it. So we will go to these places and we find some trophy bass. I mean, if you've seen the channel, you know 8 pounds is a regular. I'm yet to break the double digits, but that's only because I don't follow around the boats with the stickers on them. You know what I mean? I see people following those guys around all the time, and that's not cool. You know, that's disrespectful as it gets. They're doing a job. Let them do their job. You know what I mean? But
Right.
go ahead and play this because this gets real good. I'll tell you
All
when to
here
pause,
we go.
Doc. You'll catch it. This is my buddy's fluke technique. Pause. Okay. Everything looks good, right? We're all anglers here. That was an effective hook set. Anybody say that's not an effective hook set?
I think he pinned him.
He jerked that one quick jerk. The hook
Yep.
set. Now, what I want you guys to notice is that's a 400 series reel.
That's what we use. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Drag cranked all the way down.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
60-pound braid.
Okay, I only use 30, but cool.
40.
60-pound braid, 5/0 heavy gauge wire hook. Get it?
I'm with you. Microwave popcorn's ready.
Popcorn's ready.
There you
press
go.
play whenever you're ready, Doc.
All right.
Listen to that reel.
Wow.
This might have a little size on it, bud.
Might have a little size on it, bud.
Now, you know what I stop it, Doc. Stop it right there. You know what I see when I watch that clip right there?
What?
What do you see?
I'm watching that fish shake its head by watching the end of that dude's rod.
This thing is massive.
I mean, that's how I watch a fish. I mean, I'm looking down his rod. And if back that up just a little, Doc, and watch, you can see with that braid, you can see every head jerk. I love that feeling.
Oh, hold on. Let me go back a little bit.
Right there, you're good. You're good.
A left, a right. Yep. Coming back, left, right, shaking.
When
Here's
it
the
changes
turn.
color, that's when I saw it. When it does the different view, watch. Now watch the end of it. Well, I mean, you can see it.
Yep.
Good stuff.
That was a horrible day.
Well, happy anniversary to your mom and dad, Ted.
Wow, look at that line.
Yep. 60-pound, bud.
It was huge.
That was a 10-pound bass, Patty.
Wow.
60-pound braid. Wow.
Look, you broke my 30-pound test.
10-pound bass, dude. You should have put that. Oh, well. You know what?
Yes, thank you very much,
That's
Ted.
black fluke, huh?
Hey, Doc Jr.'s in the basement. I'm gonna bring him up too.
Shoulda, couldas, and wouldas, right?
Hang on, let me get rid of.
It's just a funny little take.
Lord Andrew with the little ones. That's a little one back here.
Easy with the young.
Hey, what's going on, Aiden?
Roger
How
that.
you doing?
I'm gonna bring you up just a bit, Lord Andrew. Then I'm gonna boot you back out.
Okay.
Are you in
But
the
Jim,
car?
That was a
Yeah,
big
I'm
fish.
with the little one. Say hi, Ryan.
We've had some live.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, Ryan?
Hi, Ryan. We have a.
Yeah, I'm in the car. I'm just waiting to go to Home Depot.
Well, wait a minute. Lord Andrew has a kid with him named Ryan. What's your name,
He's
Doc?
doing good.
What's
Say
your
hi.
name?
They're on the phone.
Oh,
Doc, what's your name?
Hello, Anti.
Doc.
Besides Doc.
Yeah, first name's Ryan.
Is that Ryan Dockery Jr. in the back seat?
Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no.
He just said, "Hey, my name's Ryan, dude."
Yeah.
It ain't Junior, is it?
No.
Anyways, hold on, I gotta go
Anti.
Well, I just brought Lord Andrew up. There he's gone. I was going to give him the old hoo-hoo anyway. So.
Oh,
Yeah. He's doing his
drop
good
out?
thing.
Yeah, he left on his own.
Now,
But
Jay,
yeah, that
just
was
to
a
give you
big-
a little context there, and they call him Lord Andrew. His name's Aiden. He's one of my students. I teach high school for a living.
Nice.
And one of the, to get back to what we were talking about earlier, I actually teach television and film production.
Excellent.
And talking about what we struggle with and everything like that. My biggest struggle is actually getting out to go to fish.
Got ya.
That's my biggest struggle. With my two daughters and my wife and everything my girls got going on. It's speaking of my daughters. Here's one. Lindy, she missed you earlier. She wants to come say hi.
I was cleaning up the kitchen. Hello, Miss Avery.
Hey, Avery.
How are you?
That's Jay. Can you say hi to Jay?
Hi.
Hi, Miss Avery.
Oh, and Anti is in here. Can you say hi to Anti?
Hi.
He always says hi to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have fun go picking up Sissy? Don't be weird. Stop being weird.
We bring Daddy to the outer dance.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
See, Dad, that's not a bad thing though, because she actually had to think about it. You posed a very interesting question. Did you have fun? And she was thinking, well, like, not really.
Yeah.
But am I supposed to say yes? So I give her credit for that one, kid. High five to you for taking a minute and just, thinking about, well, wait a minute. Fun? Maybe not fun, Dad, but yes, I went. That's what I'll say.
Mark, thank you for the happy anniversary wish. Appreciate it.
I have the father with me too.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you got a couple things to add and stuff?
Well, I didn't.
I agree with him. The hardest thing to do is get that boat on the trailer and in the water.
Yeah, right.
Whoa.
No, they don't. They're going to say something.
Mr. Al Blades is up in here. What's up, Al Blades?
Hey,
Oh,
Al.
I got my dad here with me. He wanted to say something.
Jay, have you ever seen Al Blades' channel?
No.
He
No, I
cuts
don't.
grass for a living. He like blew up in a month. He went. I mean, he's. Al, how many followers you got now, buddy? I mean, it's crazy. Let's
Well,
see what
Al actually has two channels. He's got
I know he's
his
got
normal
probably
Al Blades,
more
and he
now.
has Life with Al Blades. And both
Right.
channels are doing very well. But like Al Blades, yeah, the one where he does most of the lawn stuff is crazy.
We're talking extreme blow up.
I'm afraid to show people what I do every day.
He's
People
got
might get mad
500.
at me.
See that he's got 507K. He's
That's
rolling.
crazy awesome, man.
That
That
is
is
an
an unbelievable mark.
Somebody's fixing that slow right now.
Really?
Yes.
Are y'all getting pulled?
Yeah.
Are y'all getting pulled over?
Lord Andrew's going to jail.
In the spillway. No. Wait a minute. I'm being framed. It's not fair.
Leave it on,
I
bud.
didn't do
You're
it.
live. Leave it on. Watch your growth.
I know
Watch
we're
your
watching.
growth.
Somebody go get paid.
Come on, quick. Rename the stream. Rename the stream.
Are they getting
My
pulled
dad
for
said
real?
like.
I want to bring you to big screen. How do I do it?
No, the other one, John.
I'm trying.
The buttons. We're doing it live. That's why we're doing it live.
So where'd the Popo go? Did you outrun him? Daddy done outrun him.
I'll fix the pump house with you.
2 lefts and a right, son, and you're free. You can go.
They did it as inconspicuously as they could. They were like, "That's not them. They weren't in a minivan. Drive normal, Dad. Drive normal."
My father would like to speak with you guys.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. It's Doc's fault.
Fellas,
What's up, man?
hey man, I totally agree with you. The hardest part of fishing is getting that darn boat on the trailer and in the water with the kids, you know?
Yeah.
Life gets in the way, man. And my buddies, their kids are grown and they're showing me pictures of wahoo and kingfish and mutton, and I'm like, you knucklehead. But I agree with you, man. That's the toughest part.
Yep.
Come on now, we're waiting.
Morning,
Glad you're here.
And if y'all notice, me and Lindy hadn't said a word during that conversation about it's hard to find time to go fishing.
I don't.
Which
You
is
hear the
big-
silence?
No, 'cause
You
you
hear the
guys-
silence, John? You hear
Well,
it?
no. I always
Yeah,
find
I
a way to
know.
get a line in the water. Getting the boat in the water is a whole other story.
Ah,
Yeah.
No, we fish every day, dude. We don't work. We just fish. That's all we do.
Yeah, John and Lindy are.
We did
What do
work.
you
John and
mean,
Lindy
John?
are very fortunate. They get to go out. They get to go out
Well,
whenever they
you know
want.
what?
You know, that's. I wish I had that, but
You
There's
will.
nothing better than having
You
the
will.
kids on the boat and hooking a nice fish and just watching their faces, though. I got to tell you that much.
oh
yeah,
yeah.
but then you got to go through like 16 hours of agony and grueling. When are we going to catch
No,
a fish?
who you
I
fishing
go
with?
home. I don't want to do this. I don't
Who
want
you fishing with?
How would all
to
of
bugs. Oh, my son.
16
My
hours
son,
to
I
catch a
love 'em.
fish.
I
I
make
love
a,
my son.
I make a living watching people get excited over their big fish, so I feel you
Man,
there.
there's nothing
Yeah,
better
true.
when you get somebody that's never really been out there and got one like that before, man. Just they're like, how long do I have to reel for? I'm like, oh, you better just keep on cranking.
Yeah. My
And
son, he
yanking.
actually has
6
gotten
and
pretty good
7
at
here
fishing.
lately.
This
My
one
son's
here,
gotten
man, I
good.
tell you what, he's getting there. I tell you what, he goes out there for 12-hour trips sometimes when we do a charter, and the captains are always like, yeah, did that kid ever put his rod down? I'm like, hopefully not.
Yeah, Doc has bragged about the fish pictures he's got.
Yep.
Sorry about the fun, but I like fishing on Rumble.
Well, it's nice when you don't have to bait the hooks all the time and you can sit back and relax and just fish, you know?
But at the same time, it's depending on the shorty boat.
Yeah. Well, when you get a party boat, you get 12 good guys out there. It's fun. When you get
Yeah.
tourists and stuff, it's a whole nother ballgame.
Oh God,
Right.
tourists don't get started.
And yeah, Rob, Jay, the Shiner guy, we've met him at Donkeyland. It takes him like 2.5 hours to get there. We get there about 2 hours into fishing. He hadn't caught one. He's like, I'm gone. He'll go back home.
There's no way. No, I'm in it for the grind. I'm in
Yeah,
it for
man.
the grind, man. I go at it hard. I'm talking about if it's not 8, it's 10, it's 12 hours. On a fish camp fish, we did a 14-hour fish one time where we actually did a 14-hour fishing day, camped overnight, got up the next morning at 6. We were out at first light
That's
and
like
fished till 6.
the Tortuga trips, man. You sleep when the boat's moving. As soon as you hear that engine stop, get up and grab your rod.
Oh, no. Somebody's got to drive, man. No,
Yeah, he's
we
offshore.
filthy
We
a lot.
talking about bass fishing.
No, you do a good job driving.
I mean, sometimes I need money back.
Yeah, well, that's, you know, God forbid something happens, you got to know what you're doing.
That's right.
Yep.
Especially where we fish, John.
Where do you fish out of mostly?
Same spots the young men on this show right here
We,
fish on.
Central
I'm all out
Florida.
of Central Florida.
You told him.
From
I guess it is.
Okeechobee headwaters, all freshwater fishing.
Until the next adventure.
Yeah, well, we're lucky here down in Palm Beach, and you know, as soon as we come out of the inlet, we're in the Gulf Stream. You know, we're right on a reef. You know.
Right.
I go peacock fishing down in
But
Palm
I think
Beach.
it's more like,
Yeah, that's Doc's
Hey,
area.
Jay, let me know
I
next
like
time.
them.
Let me know next time you're down here, Jay.
Okay.
Peacock fishing will hook up because that's where I do all my peacock fishing. 'Cause I'm in Palm Beach.
Nice. That's where I go down there. Yeah, I got a couple of
Okay.
friends.
Just
down
let me
there.
know. Just let me know next time you're down here.
I will.
I tell you what, Lake Ida, man, with them nice little freshwater minnows, Lake Ida's got some nice peacocks in those little canals over there.
Yeah,
Lake
we
Ida.
do.
Listen now, you guys, have you ever seen my urban warfare episode?
I haven't seen
I'm
that
not
yet,
sure.
no.
Let's watch a bit of it.
Yeah, go to an urban warfare trailer.
All right, Lord Andrew, I'm gonna
Yeah.
bump you down.
All
Come
right,
back
hold on.
later.
Let me
Get some
get
room.
back to it real quick.
Hey, look at that. Big screens. We lost Lindia. Go back. Cut to commercial. Cut to commercial. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
I'm just
there we go.
kidding.
Oh, I took Lord
What-
Andrew
what-
down to make
hold
some-
on. Let me get back
make
to
some
it,
room.
Jay.
We don't trespass. Al, I've watched you fish. You're trespassing when you fish. We pretty
I
much
got
have permission where we go. It's legal.
Yeah, but
I
Al,
love,
if you
I love watching Al do the trespassing.
Al, if you watch this video, Al, and you see there's a part, if you watch the whole thing in its entirety and you watch where I slow it down for a split second, you're gonna notice I'm right in front of a building that I don't think it's a public waterway. I don't want to say it is. I don't want to say it isn't. But there's
Is it
listen, it's
Jay,
all about
is-
interpretation.
You got a couple that say urban warfare. There's
Yeah,
one
you go to the on the second section down, Doc, under Big Fish is what I like to call episode trailers.
Yeah, no cake, anti. They dropped it. They were on their way here, and the lady slipped out here in the freaking driveway. So, no
There's,
cake.
So is it
there's
is it the
two
one
of
that
them
says
for urban
urban
warfare.
warfare fishing for giant peacock bass, or is it the urban warfare fishing for giant peacock bass in South Florida trailer?
Trailer.
Trailer?
The
Okay.
wind has been crazy.
Yeah, the trailers. There's 2 trailers for that episode, just to give you an idea of what it looks like on that one. That thing's an adventure. The trailers are easier to watch because they're just short. They're just little blip moments of the actual trip, so they're kind of neat. I set the channel up a little bit different, so it's really user friendly, I think.
All right, so this is the right one there, Jay?
Yeah, there's 2 of them. You can watch either one.
Okay, here we go.
Would somebody put up Beards and Bass's link? I don't know if y'all have or not.
I'll get it. I'll get it in a second, John.
I think Ted did.
Did he?
Yeah. Ted's been on it.
Uh-oh. Could we have this could be game on for Biggest Peacock. Double up, and these are monsters.
I remember this one.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, look at this. Oh, buddy. We got
I
2
swear that canal looks familiar.
Right?
monsters.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
One of his other ones is familiar too.
Bro, that's
Yep,
straight
I
grammar.
laugh.
That's
Yeah.
another straight grammar, bro.
Where's that we launched from, Doc? Going to the interstate.
That was we were on Ida.
Yep, Lake Ida.
No, the canal where we launched, close to your house, to go to the spot.
Oh, that's Stubbs.
I know where that is
That's
too.
Stubbs. That's Stubbs Canal. It's a nice peacock.
Yeah, the whole day looked like that. I found 2 lines in this thing's mouth. I pulled my hook out of its lip, and there's a second line with like 6 foot on it.
Yeah,
Probably mine.
that's what it is. We've done that before. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Mark J.
Oh,
Thank you, Mark.
Hey, Steve.
all that fluffy stuff there. Yay.
Is it Mrs. Real quick, we're trying to figure out, is it Mrs. Fluff?
Did
or
you get a
Mrs.
weight on
Fluff?
it?
We're not sure which one of y'all.
No, I don't weigh
comes in.
fish.
Those are beautiful fish. Look at those.
I love the bigger ones when they get that red eye.
Yes, and the giant head. That helmet, the bigger the helmet, the better, man.
They get bigger as they mate. Isn't that right, Doc?
Yep.
That's a big male for sure.
Yeah.
It's me, the girl. It's Mrs. Fluff. Well, hello, Mrs. Fluff.
Hello, Mrs. Fluff. Good day, mate.
They're from Australia there, Jay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where they were from either, John.
Oh, you didn't, Doc? Well, everybody.
No,
It's
I
a
think
great
the
channel.
Good Day
too.
was a good hint.
I want one of those drinks of some of that crab oil stuff y'all got. I want to mix it up in a shot glass.
Al, you want to get it? I've been meaning to get in touch with Al. Al, you got to come down. We'll go get a pee. Just let me know when you want to come down. I'm going to be off here in 4 weeks.
Yeah, Jay.
4 weeks.
Jay, you need to hook up with SoFlo Outdoors, our buddy Billy. He lives down there with the snakeheads. He's got that covered for you. He'll hook you right up.
Snakehead. Yeah, that's an interesting trip there.
Oh, dude, there's so
I've
much
been doing
fun.
a lot of real maintenance in the last couple of days, bud. Like I'm at that point where I cooked a TI set of bearings and I cooked a custom black set of bearings, and those are coming in. And I'm coming up on like 7,400,636,414 casts on this last couple of rods I got. So it's time for a little maintenance, bud. If you know,
Steve, if you're still in here, did our order get mailed out? We're waiting on our bruiser order. Well, we just made it, so we were waiting on it before we even ordered it.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah. Hey, Al, listen, if you're Al, if you're willing to get up early tomorrow morning and meet me down here, I'm going tomorrow morning to a spot. I don't know what your plans are tomorrow. I know Al usually does most of your stuff like during the week. I know that's when you're pretty.
Thank
free.
you, Lazarus.
Yeah, like during the week. But I'm going tomorrow morning. Hopefully it's not a torrential downpour.
Hey, Bugley.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
There he is. Hey, Bugley.
Jay, you're going to have to meet us one day at Donkeyland, jump in the boat with us, and we'll show you how we roll it.
I tell you, we're gonna have to plan a trip, man. I'm always available. I'm not really very busy.
Oh,
I see that.
that's what they're called. We fished some of them belly flops in that last video.
Hey, but Steve, nobody's ever sight fished with the belly flops like I do. Remember that.
And me and Lindy in the boat talk about a custom lure. What if you took like the big jerk and mixed it with a slimmer swimmer? You know, they got the big jerk that has the twin tail, now the tri-tail. What if it had like a little paddle tail? It was just long and skinny, kind of like a bullet with a paddle tail.
Wouldn't that affect its fall though?
All right, wait a minute. Yeah, but you'd be surprised what it's small does. Look at this. Al Blaze, bruiser bait's any good?
Does Howdy Doody got wooden balls?
Well,
Yeah,
Al
right?
right there, that
Thank you,
bruiser
Jay.
bait, man. They are. Go watch our videos. See, that shows me, Al, you don't watch our videos because that would be such a silly question to ask.
They work, man.
Yeah, the
They
bullets
got
are
me
good.
wanting to order. I watched that last video on the bullet 3 or 4 times. Old
The
Lindia
bullet's
had
pretty
me
sweet.
thinking. Yeah, Lindia had me thinking. Lindia tears this thing up. I know I can do the same thing. Watch, twitch, 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 twitch. I look like John. Twitch, 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 twitch. Hook, twitch, twitch, hook. I'm like, yeah, that might be my style right there. It was so funny that last trip down at Headwaters.
Did you hook James up, Steve? That's cool.
We were coming around a set of
He hooked Uncle
reeds.
Buck up. I don't know if he did James or not.
You see, Al? You see what he said? He said he's trying to poke the bear.
He's poking the bear.
Yeah.
So I'm reeling real fast so I don't get my my worm caught up in the reeds as we're coming around the corner. And man, I'll tell you, I got smashed coming around the reeds. And I started thinking to myself, wait a minute, I'm running a 3/6 or a 10th ounce shaky head and a 5-inch Z-Man worm. How is this occurring? So I did it again. I took this 2.5 pounder off, threw it again, and just burned it back, right? And halfway back, man, they hit it again. And I was like, oh, that's it. I got to get a hold of them small water charter folks and get me some of them bruiser baits. I'm thinking
I can't, Mark.
real fast.
I can't wait to watch Mark do some fishing videos with the bruiser baits.
Doc, to tell you how
Hold
low
on, wait.
it is.
Did Mark ever send you the stool?
No, I ain't got the stool yet.
He's going to deliver it. Him and Monica are going to come visit, and they're going to deliver it.
But I didn't put it in the
That's
last.
gonna be awesome.
I didn't put it in the last video, but to tell you how low the water is at Donkeyland,
It looked low
the
from that one
floats,
shot that you had.
Low
coming in.
is what I heard. I heard
the floats on the pier are sitting on sand.
heard it was the
Yeah.
beach.
Wow.
But
It's
dude,
slow around here too, man. I mean, it's
and all those thick mats with the water going down, they've got impenetrable thick. So all the bass are in a couple areas.
Yep.
And they're pissy.
Yeah.
Back there in the back where Lindy caught that nice one and it spit out that big old sunfish or whatever the hell that big old
I don't
fish
know
was.
what it was. Yeah, it looked like a baby tilapia.
No, it looked to us like,
A little bluegill.
you know, like you catch as a kid. They're not bluegills, but they're little sunfish. I mean, that's exactly what it looks like.
suns. Yeah,
It was tough for me to decipher what it was, you know, because like, you know, you had to like zoom in on it and everything.
But it's not a 1.5 feet back there. That's where I broke my double pluggers at. I got out of the boat to push the boat across the little. If y'all fish,
I know
I
what
don't know
you're
if you
talking
fish in the
about.
back. Right there's that ridge down the middle. I had to get across.
Right where you're talking about. You watch Buddy's last video. If you follow his fishing channel, he did the same thing. He got out and put it in. He did a whole 15-minute time lapse and condensed it down, and you got to watch him. It was terrible. I was like, Bud, that's the worst day ever.
Anyway, I pulled my foot up, broke my flip flop with you, but we wasn't going to go back in there.
I would have called it. I don't know how you finished the day. Are you kidding me? Broken flip flop? Oh no, we're turning it around. Pack it up. Pack
Time
it
to go
up.
home.
I fished barefooted in the boat. But
Al,
anyway,
good night, buddy. I'll hit you up about the peacocks, bud.
Anyway, we got in the back. We wasn't going to go back there, but the ospreys were back there just bombing, just bam, bam. I was like, we got to go. We got to go see. We got to go see.
What's up, Chris? Good luck with the turkeys.
Yeah, that's right, Fluff. That's why at the end of the video, you know, my woman picks on me. I get out of the boat to go get the car. I'm walking with a broke flip flop up that damn hill, and I stumble. And what does she say?
Have a nice
Have
trip.
a nice trip. See you next fall.
Oh my God. See, why isn't that in the video?
It is. It's the very
Oh,
end.
It's the
video.
very end.
Part.
Why did you not watch it to the end? Because it's at the very end of the video.
It's at the very end.
Very end.
Yeah.
I'm watching the end of that
See,
one.
that's
Now I
see,
feel
that's how-
bad. I'm like, wait a minute.
And
That.
and John's reaction at the end is the best part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
But and see, nobody's commented in the video, and nobody's commented about it. So I was like, see, nobody goes to the. It's like the credits.
Wait, I
Did not
commented
go
on
to the
it.
credits. I
Yeah,
can't
you
lie
did.
to you.
Look at Steve. Steve loved it.
I get too jealous because I see the numbers and I'm like, man, I want to put 60 fish in the boat today. I want to put 40 fish in the boat today. I know I fish those same places and I have that same feeling. And I'm just, I have this theory. I want to ask you guys,
Steve saw it.
as anglers, are there fish only here or there? Like when you find that condensed area of fish, is it like a crapshoot down there? I have this theory that when I find the area with fish, it's just literally saturated. They're everywhere.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about Donkey Land. You can go to one place, dude, and there ain't no fish.
Yeah, there's
It looks
nothing.
like
Yeah,
they-
it's devoid of life. It's literally just an aquatic jungle of.
But it look. Oh no, I'm not talking about the parts where you obviously know there's not fish.
Okay. Oh, okay.
There's places that the moment look like they should be right there. They should be here, and they're not there. But you can move on down, and you're like, oh, because they're here.
Mhm.
They get-
Yeah, no, they're 10, 15 yards just down the way. Yeah, I've learned that one. I also know the oddest cast, like in your last video when Lindia was just slinging it out into nowhere's land and
Well,
pulling
that's what-
fish. I
that's
know
what-
that feeling.
Right now, they're in that submerged grass, dude, and we're literally you can't throw it. We're not throwing at anything. We're just open water flinging just that way.
Working the
looks good.
fan. Yeah, working
That
the
way
fan,
looks-
man. This way, this way, this way, this way, double back. All right.
Back,
two
that's
here,
the
two
way
here. Yep.
And you hit a hole in the middle of all that cover, and they're down there.
And if you happen to see, the one little piece that made it to the top of the water, you can just look out there and see that one little.
I know
Not
what you're
even a
talking
tree.
about.
It's just a dimple, and you're like, there he is.
I've got a video I'm getting ready to do.
What's up, ET?
Welcome, my fishing Wi-Fi, Gary. We
Welcome,
haven't seen you in
Gary.
a while.
Hey, Gary.
Hey,
Yeah.
Gary.
He put up a shout out to us video today, and it's pretty cool. Showed a clip from our newest video. Then he
Hey,
fought.
Ashley and Justin.
Hey, Ashley and Justin.
Hey, Francis. Oh, hello, John White. I thought it was me. Hey, but he fights a shark, dude.
No.
It's the craziest fight in his kayak.
Don't
Gary,
ruin it.
I'm gonna
I
try it.
haven't watched it yet. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
Yeah, I know.
great.
Stop.
What's the channel? What's the channel?
My Fishing Life by Gary. Don't ruin it, John.
Somebody
I
will put
haven't
it up.
watched it. It's on my
gonna
list.
watch
Don't
it.
ruin it.
I'm gonna
Hello,
watch it.
neighbors. Ashley and Justin are local Okeechobee folks. They
Nice.
catch
Don't
great
ruin it.
fish.
I have to watch that one. I was editing earlier, and I saw. Don't ruin it.
Oh,
I didn't even know he caught a shark in it, so you've already kind of ruined it a
Yeah,
little bit.
I'm just glad. Yeah, but that's a good teaser, John. That's an awesome teaser. Shark and a kayak. That's just two things that
Yeah.
shouldn't go together. So when you said it, it's like, oh no. So
look
don't-
what Rob put up there. No, I have not seen a 70s movie called Big Mouth, but I am on it.
Yeah, I have.
Hi, Jeremy.
I've never seen it either. What
Oh, what are you talking about? My entire fishing games come from Doug Hannon. Doug Hannon is
was
the
it Doug
most
Hannon?
world's premier bass fisherman. Every lesson that I ever learned
Jeremy.
from bass fishing, I learned from Doug Hannon. Doug Hannon and Roland Martin ever since I was a little kid. I have been fishing in one way, shape, or form my entire life, except for when I was in foreign countries, because it would look odd if I was fishing. They would know right off the bat I didn't fit in.
Hello, Laura. Welcome.
Hey, Laura.
Apparently there's a crazy cartoon now called Big Mouth because it just blew me all up on YouTube.
Yeah, that's not no. Hey, listen, John, search this channel. Old Fishing Videos. That's the name of the channel. Old Fishing Videos.
Thanks, Ashley.
And he puts on all the old VHS how-tos, sponsored by Scientific Angler.
Old
like-
school bass fishing.
There
videos.
he
Doug
is.
Hannon.
Yeah, old
There he
fishing.
is,
All right.
the man himself. Don't give away all the secrets on there now, John.
I'm not.
But I will tell you, it's funny to sit here and talk with you guys. Like John just gave away a huge secret for those of you guys that are listening at home, or those of you guys that are viewing, or if you're just catching this later on. John just gave away probably one of the biggest guide secrets, and I can't believe he did it. And Lindia, you got to start whacking him with a little shot when he does that. He pointed out all I did was look up at the sky and watch the ospreys.
Oh yeah.
The majority of you guys fishing on any of the lakes that we tend to frequent can come up with big fat zeros in an 8-10 hour day, because not because you don't know the spots, but because you're not paying attention to what the environment's doing. We crack little jokes about white flies and things like that, and you start to, like me, I look like a ninja. I am covered from head to toe with nothing exposed whatsoever, and people kind of tease at me. But the reason I do is because I find, I don't. My buddy, he knows our route. He's developed it. It's a fantastic little pattern, but we find some of the most basic food chain element, the white fly.
Yeah.
The gnat. When you find the gnat, you find the ecosystem. Doug Hannon and all those old school bass videos specifically talks about ecosystems. And listen, I know it sounds kind of gimmicky, but it works. There's
gone.
Sorry, bud. I didn't know he was leaving.
He did. Nobody did. He didn't either, I don't think.
It's just interesting, that if people don't realize that you're actually giving out in these little lives real serious information like that, and if they actually applied it and paid attention to the smallest little elements of these fishing videos, boy, I learn a lot. I learn a lot from watching.
Another good example, and I make the joke, and people don't pay attention. I always say, if my hair's not a mess, we're not catching fish.
Right. When that wind doesn't blow.
Yeah. If my hair is not blown all up out of my damn sun visor, then we're not damn sure on the fish.
Yep.
Because that gives the fish just that little bit of less pressure. They don't feel us as much because that turbulent water offsets our movements. Another thing that's really funny that I watch, and now see, unfortunately with you can't give away that secret because you've got that special high no foot trolling motor. That thing's fantastic. Yeah. But I noticed when you guys catch fish, that trolling motor corrects. Lindia's hooking up. When she's on the front, I noticed, Lindia, don't let him bully you out of that front. Because I know what he's doing over there.
Wait, Lindia's always up front.
Kick on because he's
Lindia don't let John up there.
Oh, the last couple
trips, and the numbers have flip-flopped, and I know why. Because when that trolling motor goes off, every time, and I laugh. I'm like, oh, if more people knew that secret, it would just blow your mind how much their hookup ratios would change.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We break the golden rule of bass fishing. If you watch all these channels, and you got to fish into the wind, into the wind,
directly into it, because a fish is going to, a bait's going to look unnatural. Well, here's
we go upwind. I roll with the wind using the power poles and drag my bait into the wind, and I fish spots, and I do that. I throw to where I know that fish is sitting out of that wind to watch me come through that wind. I've told Doc, I look at a grass bed like I did when I deer hunted, but I imagine the bass being me deer hunting, and I'm throwing the deer. So I kind of look and like, okay, if I was hunting that grass bed, I'd be in the back of that pocket, and I'd want that deer to come right through there. I mean, it's crazy how many. It's the same. It's the same.
Are you keeping bottom contact?
No.
John
never fished. John is
never.
Now I met John about a year. It's been over a year.
Yeah.
Over a year
now, and in the entire year over a year that I've known John, I've never seen him bottom fish. Never.
Wow. So your reaction strike John and Lindia straight up.
I've seen Lindia. Lindia will bottom fish. Lindia's like me.
Well, no, not bottom.
Her and I will try a whole bunch of different things, depending upon the day. John does not deviate from his thing.
It's a make it or break it, but
I've actually been very surprised that John's been throwing the big jerk lately, and not the super swimmer or the slimmer swimmer on the top.
But Doc,
You know,
I'm fishing it exactly like I do my super swimmer.
but I know, yeah, but well, you didn't let me finish because
I'm sorry.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. I've seen him fishing it, but he's fishing it exactly like he does with the slimmer swimmer, the super swimmer, and he's fishing that big jerk, and he's doing, we call it the tweak or twitch.
Yeah,
Right.
I know exactly what it is.
Where you just
fast pull, ta ta ta
yep,
ta
yeah,
ta.
he just collecting
See,
line and doing this the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah, the only thing my reel does fishing is gets line out of my way. If you'll watch, I'm tweaking it with my rod. I tweak, catch that little bit of line. And while I'm catching that line up, it lets that thing do that little it'll drop.
That's that parabolic fall. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And
Good night, Steve. Thank you for coming in, man. You the man. Love you, Steve. I got to place an order. It'll be coming in this weekend.
And the blow up happens after it drops when I do the correction back up. Usually
as soon as it comes back off that any of that pendulum fall and then return, because it leaves the fish's eyes. And what I think, this is what I've picked up over the last few years of like watching some of these Clearwater bass hit, and some of the times that I've gotten a chance to see it. What I've noticed is that when the bass angles forward, as your bait falls, and instead of the bass changing its depth, they will tend to look down at it. And once that bait comes back across their eye, rather than correcting, I've noticed that's when your strike occurs. Yeah. It's on that return back into that fish's zone, his sight zone. I've noticed, man, that is a very effective area. Not as much below, but just as it's rising into that area, their mouths seem to fly open. That reaction bites fire. Like I was saying earlier, I got a video I just did here on Harris, and Harris doesn't have the cleanest water, but I actually got to see a 5.5 pounder surface about 35 yards in front of me, literally from in the worst, muckiest water to just a blob come up. And I cast on it about 3 feet from it. I did two quick twitches and let it fall. And that was, like I said, I was running that 10th ounce, and then gave it one pull up. And just as quick as I came up with my rod, it instantly took it right out of my hand. That was the reaction.
Me and Lindy are fishing hours on Donkey Land. When she starts really wrecking me with the big jerk, she's fishing with a horizontal technique. It's coming
side to side.
Yeah, the left, right, the search.
Almost like a twitch, pause, but still kind of like varying up the twitch, pause.
Right. And we can fish, dude, and you can watch it. She'll catch. When her bite starts slowing down, I'll start catching them on my vertical. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. The whole way is that way. She's doing this way. And it will. They'll bite this way for a while and won't hardly touch me. But when that tide turns, they'll quit. They won't even go after the side to side. All they want is the up and down.
Yep.
But now, the glorious 80 fish days, they want it this way and that way.
And it doesn't matter what you're throwing that day.
Oh, yeah, like that one day we went out there, John, where what we catch? It was like 50, 60 in one day.
Yeah, it was like
3 of
55.
us out there. I mean, we
Yep.
And I think that's what started the Cheeto thing, was it not? Like we were talking about throwing a Cheeto out there. Yeah, we didn't
I never think to do it when they're biting like that. That's when you should be getting all your camera gold, because I have no doubt there's been times I could have literally took my hair tie out, hooked a Cheeto around that hook, and said, bam, and nailed it. I have no doubt.
Yep. You could.
But then I've been at Donkey Land before, and I believe I could have had a biggest, fattest, swollen shiner and flipped him out there, and they wouldn't have ate it.
Yep. Oh, I've seen that place shut down. I've had that.
It's a fish tank effect, dude. That place is like a fish. If they're Okeechobee, even Headwaters, if you get in a spot and they're not biting, pick your motor up and move somewhere else. You'll find biting fish. At Donkey Land, if they ain't biting here, dude, they ain't biting over there.
Nowhere.
Over there.
No, that whole lake shuts off. Yep. That's the 10:30 lake. Yeah, we laugh about that one. That's the 10:30 lake. They're on at 10:30. They're off. That's it. That's your day. You pack it up. You're okay. You made it out alive.
That's funny. Our belief is they don't turn on till 10:30. We show up at 10:30.
That's when they start. Yeah, that's the time. That's when we set our clock to start. Our first fish usually, and it's interesting because I even look at my clock and say it to them, like, "Yep, 10:30." And that's where it gets interesting down there. I've been there. I've seen that place turn on.
I call it they're true Florida bass. They don't get up early.
Nope.
They don't want it cloudy. They don't want the perfect bass weather. They want it hot, sunshine.
Miserable. And
They're going to roll out about 10 o'clock and have fun all day, but they might go to bed hour before sunset. Right when you think some of our best days during the day, you're like, oh my God, if we're catching this many at 4 o'clock, what's it going to be at sunset? Hour before sunset, that lake goes, and it's over.
Literally.
I'll tell you another secret. Around 3:30, 4 o'clock, you hear them cows mooing.
You know it's moving. Yep.
You can hear the cows and the donkey there at Donkeyland, and when they start hollering, but
it only lasts for a little bit.
I'm a true believer too. When you hear them cows, you go to fishing better.
Well, now we can discuss probably the best kept secret in fishing, which is the change in barometric pressure.
I believe in that.
I do too.
Which is exactly what you guys just explained with the times of 10:30.
Yeah.
And right there at 6 o'clock, because those are your biggest pressure change hours. And if you really want to do this fishing thing, like I tell people all the time, you better brush up on your science, boys and girls, because although fishing is fun, there's a lot of math. There's a lot of stuff to think about. You should keep a little journal of all the fish you catch. Do get yourself a barometer. If you really want to see interesting stuff, that guy Doug Hannon had over 500 bass. I think he had over 400 that were larger than 10 pounds in his lifetime. And he
I don't think Florida. Doc gone again.
Yeah.
Well, Jay's still there, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Right.
I don't. And he kept a ledger of every bass he's ever caught.
Yeah.
Wow.
And all the barometric pressure, the water temperature, the depth. This guy went through it. And that was such a neat thing to see. And I thought to myself, man, if I did that, I would probably be a great fisherman by now. Yeah, I never did it. I never did it.
See, I kind of think you two, now you can go back and watch your old videos, and we're kind of doing it now.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the positive part of filming your adventures, is you can actually get all that information. I do tend to look in see my year and look what I was using last year. I won't lie to you. I do that. But right now, man,
I kind of disagree, Creel. It seems like my bass bite, they don't like it as much before a front as they do after.
Yeah. Well, I'm opposed. It depends where you are. It depends, I think, where you are too in the state. I noticed the state's real different.
He's north.
Okay, north is prefrontal. That's what I was just going to say, John. I'm in the prefrontal zone. I think anything north of me, because I'm dead central Florida, I think anything north of me is prefrontal and anything south of me is postfrontal.
Right.
Because that seems to be the way the state switches up. And I think that's only because of the Gulf Stream and the way it pushes the pressure, depending on whether you're on the East Coast or more towards the West Coast. It's just so funny to talk about stuff like this, because most people are like, what are you talking? Listen, buddy, these are all conversations I have before I even get on the boat. Like, what's the wind doing? It's funny.
Florida bass, anytime that temperature goes down, I don't care if it ain't but a degree, when it starts that trend, their mouth starts shutting down.
They get.
I don't care. I don't care if it gets down to 50. The moment it comes back up, I don't care if it's only back up to 51, but it's back on that rise.
Yep.
They'll go back. They'll start back up again.
Come on, Doc. Where'd you go?
But even if it's just, and people don't believe it, dude. I've gone to Donkeyland. It'd be like, say it was 82 and we were wrecking them. Like the other day, it was 82. Show up the next day and it'd be 78, and I'm like, oh, somebody's like, what? I was like, they're gonna be a little funky this morning.
Yep.
Well, it's only 50 degrees, but I can't help it. I'm sorry, these 2 degrees till that sun comes back out at 10:30, warms it back up. Doc sent a text. Oops, forgot to plug the computer in, power him back up.
He's done that before.
He's sitting there on his laptop, just brute.
Oh, brutal. I'll hang out until Doc gets back, guys.
Oh.
I'm going to take off for the evening. I appreciate you.
Yeah, hang on one second.
Yeah,
to show you, see this off the hook, he wrote, stinks for JV's tournament. On June 4th, Lindy's in a live tournament. It's for 3 hours. It's the most bass you can catch in those 3 hours. Well, they're making everybody, it's all over the country. They're making everybody start, at the same time, 7 o'clock. But it's starting in California. So our start time's not till 10:30, and they're like, Oh, that sucks. You don't get to start fishing till 10:30.
Oh yeah, no, I know right where I'm going at 10:30. Yeah, no, there would be no question in my mind. I'm already sitting there. You say no lines in the water, no problem. I'll even
Right.
leave the electronics off. Matter of fact, I won't even plug
Yeah.
them in. I don't need them.
Right. And see, that's what I'm saying there. I would have cried if we'd have got 7 o'clock and you only get 3 hours. I'd have said,
Yeah,
that's
if I'd have gotten that, I would have had to go to Headwaters. There's
Yeah.
no way I could have.
Well, that's where we have to go. We have to go to Headwaters because we have to go live during it. And I can't get signal at Donkey Land.
Oh, that's right. I was just gonna say you can't do that.
But we can
nobody can.
Dude, we can I know where to go wreck them at Headwater.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, especially like I said, a 7 o'clock start would have been better. 10:30 start at Headwaters is pretty good too, though.
Oh,
That's
that's
a really
better
good
for us
time.
too.
Yeah.
But the only thing, that's that's what I told Lindy, it's a numbers thing. You watch, she'll start wrecking big ones, and
Yeah,
somebody
it's
up
gonna
north
be
will get it.
few and far between, but it's gonna be giant. Yeah.
But see, it's the most. It's got to be the most you catch in 3 hours. So I know where we're gonna go up and get on them little pounder dinks with that.
Oh, I
damn
know
big jerk.
exactly where you're gonna go. I was just thinking the same thing. You know where them tilapia go because you
That's
want to
right.
go
Just
right
get up.
next to them.
Okay, that's another thing in Florida fishing. The minute we start seeing tilapia swimming around, we start catching fish.
Yep.
Yeah.
They live, they eat together, they live together, they eat each other.
They
Well,
usually segregate a little bit, though. I noticed there's like a line. They have like a progressive line. So if you're like in them, that's never good. But I've noticed if you just get a little distance, I mean, right next to them, it seems to be a very effective place.
okay, let me tell you my story and your thoughts on this. It was when bass were getting on the beds and tilapias are out there trying to get on the beds at Donkey Land, right? We're at the very back corner in the shallows.
I know where you're at.
You know how the tilapias will get together and start rolling in the water?
In that same spot, and have you thinking it's top water heaven and you're throwing the devil's horse for 7 hours and didn't catch any? Yeah.
Now, hang on, let me finish.
No,
Up in the corner, a couple tilapias up in there rolling, and it's tilapias rolling. I take my swim bait, just dicking with them, throw it right in the middle of the roll, right? I could see one of the tilapias. Dude, I caught a 6-pound bass. Bam! I mean, blew me up.
So it was watching them.
No, I talked to another local buddy, and he swears that when the bass are bedding, they'll try to muscle tilapias out of their beds and take them over. And dude, I threw into a tilapia bass fight. Had to be.
Oh, wow.
Had to be. I mean, had to be.
I entered that. Oh, we're just talking fishing tips. You didn't miss nothing. Nothing you shouldn't have heard.
I'm in another tournament too. Have you heard of Shane Flint Outdoors?
No.
She wins it tomorrow, I hope. It's
Uh,
it's for big bass. She's got that 22 3/4 in
I
there.
saw it. I saw that.
I think the
So
next one under is
so
only
you think-
20 inches, and it's from up
You
north. So.
you think that's gonna get it?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
tomorrow's last day. It ain't
Tomorrow's
nobody.
Monday.
Not that. Nah, it's ain't gonna beat that 26. She's gonna put up on this next trip.
Well, it's over tomorrow.
Yeah, we're
Hey, do peacock bass count?
No, it's largemouth on that one.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I'm going
I did that
peacock bass fishing
Cabela's
tomorrow.
tournament. This
Well, wait
year.
a minute, Doc. You bring up a good thing. JV's tournament. He keeps saying it has to be a bass. It has to be bass.
That's a bass.
I technically could take her down south in the Everglades Canal, put on a beetle spin for 3 hours, and watch her just have a freaking field day.
Because it is a bass.
It's a bass.
It's a bass.
It's a
It is
bass.
100% a bass. There's no denying.
I don't know. Oh,
See,
so
I don't get to-
you know what was funny? This is totally kind of, I guess, going off topic, but Billy and I, last weekend on Sunday, I met Billy from SoFlo Outdoors. Met him over at the South Florida Outdoor Expo.
Oh, guys, I hate to cut the trip short, but it is time for me to jump. I will catch up with
See
you
ya.
guys on the next one.
Later, Bear.
Hey, thank you for coming up, man.
Nice
Appreciate
meeting
it,
you
brother.
guys.
See you, Jay.
See ya.
We'll
Let's
get
go
you on
fishing.
some peacock bass, dude. Just let me know.
Somebody put up his channel.
I'll put it up. Or
Creel was
unless-
asking about it.
Ted did a while ago.
Yeah.
Did Ted put it up a minute ago?
Oh,
But yeah,
Jay's funny, man.
Billy and I met up at the South Florida Outdoor Expo on Sunday, over here at the fairgrounds in Palm Beach, and
Yeah.
you know, and It was really cool. They had a whole bunch of like vendors and stuff. I thought there'd be more fishing. Tell you the truth, like they didn't like not a whole lot of rods, reels. Like DOA was there, Bass Pro Shops was there, but they were kind of like pushing their credit card, not so much that kind of crap. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Black Tip H Fishing. You know, they're a very big YouTube channel. They got almost 4 million subscribers. They've been on Shark Week a whole bunch of times. And Billy and I walked by them, and we really didn't say much to the dude. One of the kids that is on the channel. He was there. He was kind of like just talking to people. They had a whole bunch of merch and stuff, and he had a whole bunch of his videos playing on a TV. But when we were leaving, my father-in-law and I, because we had also my in-laws came with us too. My father-in-law and I were standing by Black Tip H Fishing, and we were just talking to him. We were talking about red fishing, actually, Miss Lindia. We were talking because he was talking about they're getting ready to go on a trip over to Louisiana, and about the red fishing. He was telling us, West Virginia, and he was showing us all these drone shots of when they were in West Virginia of all these big bull reds. I mean, so thick you could walk on them.
In West Virginia?
In West Virginia, yeah. And that's what we said. That's exactly what we said. We're like, West Virginia. And but we were just kind of standing there. We were waiting for my wife and my mother-in-law. They were, they had gone and they were doing some stuff, and we were waiting for them to come out because we were on our way to leave. And I'm just standing there talking with this kid. We're talking about, red fishing and stuff. And all of a sudden from behind me, I hear this, "No way!" And I turn around, and it's one of my graduates from 2018. And he's like, "Mr. Dockery!" And he runs up, gives me a hug. I was like, "Oh my gosh." I'm like, "Hunter, great to see you." I was like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "I'm working for Black Tip H." So one of my grads is actually a camera person and editor for Black Tip H Fishing.
Congrats to you for that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it made me feel really good. Hunter was like great kid, super enthusiastic about editing, and it was really funny because right when he came up, I had just asked the kid from Black Tip H, I said, "What are you guys using for your editing software?" And he said Premiere Pro, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I was like, "I actually my main job is I teach Premiere Pro, I teach television and film production," and that's when Hunter came up, and he said the way he got the job, Hunter was always into filming, and he has his own drone and stuff. And he said he was out here on Jupiter because Black Tip H is based out of Jupiter, which is right up the road from me. And he said he was just out there flying his drone. He was filming sharks. It was during, when the black tip run.
Yeah.
He was out there just filming the black tip and just started talking to the guy. I really had no idea who he was. And next thing you know, he's hooked up with him. He's doing their filming for him. He's doing their editing for him. They're going to like Guatemala and Costa Rica. And I mean,
right place, right time.
Yeah, right place, right time. And he's like, and what was the best part of it was he was like, "I can't thank you enough for teaching me, everything that I know about Premiere and everything I know about filming." He's like, "I want to come back and I want to talk to the kids." He's like, "I want to come back in and tell them," he's like, "because I remember you saying all this stuff to me." And he's like, "And I didn't realize it until I got the job." He's like, "And you were totally 100% right." He's like, "I want to come in and I want to talk to these kids." And I was like, "Anytime."
That's got to be a great feeling.
Thanks, Jay, for coming in.
It was. Yeah, Jay, really appreciate you coming in, man. It was fun. But yeah, that made me feel really good, for him to be able to, pursue his passion, to pursue because this kid loved to film and edit. I mean, that was his wheel.
Matt.
All right, Matt.
Yeah, back to Jay, man. That was so funny. We pulled into Headwaters that morning. I started messing with the boat. Lindy gets out of the car. I look up, and this big bearded dude is just running across the dirt parking lot. First, I didn't recognize him, and then I looked. I was like, "Oh!" And he runs straight to Lindia. Fishing. He was so happy to say, "Fishing is fun."
Yeah.
Made us laugh.
Yeah. back to the question with the redfish in West Virginia.
What the hell are you talking about redfish in West Virginia?
Did they maybe go up the Mississippi River?
To tell you the truth, Miss Lydia, I don't know. Doesn't
that run down from north to south?
This town is a geographical oddity. It's exactly 2 days from everywhere.
I don't know. Like he said, because we were talking, because like I said, he goes, yeah, we're going to Louisiana. And I was like, oh, great redfish in there. He goes, oh, yeah. But the best place to redfish, West Virginia. And my father-in-law and I both kind of looked at him like, huh? And he's like, no, let me show you. And he kind of like goes through because they had a TV over off to the side. And he pulls it up on their YouTube channel.
The Potomac River?
We bought that beach house in West Virginia that time.
I don't know, but like I said, the drone footage on their channel, it's on Black Tip H. If you guys want to go back and look at it, I mean, it is big bull red, big migration, big bull reds, just, I mean, thick. You could walk on, and it's like shooting fish in a barrel.
I'll read it. Winter fishing for West Virginia redfish.
Is that it? Maybe
something about buffalo carp. Buffalo carp and freshwater drum. Okay, it's somewhere. I guess they backed up in the freshwater, like the drum have in a lot of places. You know, the black drum, which is just a red drum. Yes, I looked it up.
That's what I was wondering too.
Is it on that one, John? Is that the one?
I'm trying to see whose video this is. I just Googled it.
Hold on. Let me see if I can't find it. So I can give a little bit of context to what I'm talking about here. Hold on.
He's damn sure holding a redfish in West Virginia. I mean,
I don't see a spot on the tail.
Well, that's damn sure redfish.
Yeah, the front of it is.
Well, the back of it's not a different kind of fish. It's not really a red drum. What are they calling it then? Is it like a black drum that runs up in there?
No. Hold on. Hold on. I'm on his channel. Let me see.
Oh, I'm jealous and Jay going to the Crystal River redfishing. Did you see where it's catch and release only at Indian River Lagoon?
On redfish now.
On redfish.
They're trying to get them built back up in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not see that. You know, but how did you guys see that? Like,
what was it on? It was TV, wasn't it? Actually,
FWC.
Somewhere.
Really?
Yes, I follow them on Facebook. I got to get my charger.
Hey, I don't know about redfish in West Virginia, but there's a freaking Red Lobster in Huntington, West Virginia, and that trumps redfish in the day. There's also one in Parkersburg and Charleston. So,
did you guys like my last video?
Which one was? Did I watch it?
Where I was all pissy from last Friday night.
Oh, the one where you called the FWC?
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hold on, let me
What's
see.
up, Railroader?
Yep, this is it.
Yeah, cranking and yanking, and notice we ain't seen Buck or cranking and yanking. They're out trying to catch one to beat Lindy's damn 22 3/4.
Is that where they are right now?
I'm sure.
Because James says he's coming to get me.
He swears he's gonna win.
All right, here, hold on. All right, I found it.
Okay.
Let me share my screen real quick.
Why don't you share some screen with me there, Doc?
I'll share it.
I'll share it. How's that?
Now, this was not the kid that was at the table. This is the main guy that's on the channel. The kid that was at the booth, he's kind of like, you know, the second dude. But here, check this out. I guess I'll unmute him.
Here, and what you're about to see will blow your mind.
It'll blow your mind. So this is in West Virginia. That's all redfish.
You can give it the old fast forward there.
And they just They just start throwing topwater plugs at these things. Watch. Topwater plug.
I got one. You got one? Yeah. We just found the biggest school of redfish you've ever seen. Over 10,000 times that redfish. Dude, we're tripled up right now. I got mine on the popper. Look at that.
Here, hold on. Let me. I'll fast forward to it.
Yeah,
This is the video that he showed us.
All right, bring it up here. I want to see one. That looks like a redfish to me.
Oh, giant, bro.
Yeah, they like tripled up on him.
Redfish, triple header.
Those are redfish. Where are they at?
West Virginia.
Where at in West Virginia?
He never said, but that's where.
And to our left as well. And straight off the left. All right, I'm out of gear.
And they're just throwing topwater poppers, and I mean, they're so thick in there. Just bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want some of that.
Right?
Oh my God. They see that eat?
Hey Siri, where in West Virginia can I catch a redfish?
Oh my God. That's a big.
But yeah, that's the video that he was showing us. But
Was there a description or anything that tells you where he was at? Nothing?
nope. Like they say it just says in Virginia, a school of over 10,000 redfish. We started off the day chumming for cobia in the Chesapeake Bay. After 2 hours of fishing, we finally got a bite. It was a large cobia between 40 and 45 pounds. After catching cobia, we decided to travel into the ocean and search for giant schools of redfish.
In the ocean of West Virginia?
Yep. Austin spotted what appeared to be a large school of redfish. I put a drone in the sky and was completely shocked. There were over 10,000 redfish in the school. By far the largest school of redfish I've ever seen.
Okay, Western Virginia. No, not even Western. That's East Virginia, where I grew up. Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
I ain't West Virginia.
Not West Virginia.
That's what the kid told us, was they
Well,
were
the
in West
kid-
Virginia.
The
And
kid was
so
wrong
obviously
because
he's
there's
wrong.
no. It's Virginia. Yeah, okay, I believe that in Virginia. I grew up in Virginia Beach. I mean, that's where.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's from Florida. People down south don't know anything about up north.
Well, if you're going to
actually,
go,
I don't think the kid was from Florida. You know, that was really weird. You know, one of the things that, like, when Billy and I were there, and my wife and my in-laws, a lot of these guys that were like, you know, these South Florida things, like that kid that was sitting at the booth for Black Tip H, he ain't from Florida. Like, he's not from here. And I said, "Oh, you from Florida?" "Oh, no. I moved down here a few years ago." "Okay, all right." And then, there's remember, like, I don't know if you guys have seen it, John and Lindy, around here. You know, Local, like that brand Local, where it's got the Florida, like it's Florida upside down as the L.
yeah.
And it's it says Local. They make like hats.
Got all the
and
trucks around here.
like
Yeah,
that.
all the trucks around here got it. Yeah.
Okay, they were there, but you know they've been selling like shirts and stuff like that. They're getting out of the shirts and hats and stuff. They're now making rum and beer.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, tried the rum. Okay, I'm not a rum drinker. I don't like it. I'm not saying I don't like the local rum. I just don't like rum. That just period, point blank. But their beer, really freaking good.
Wow.
So that was cool. But the kid that was there, he's like, "Oh yeah, we've done this and this and this, and I've been with them. You know, I kind of helped start this and that." I was like, "Oh, so." And the kid looked familiar. I said, "You're familiar?" I said, "Are you from Jupiter?" He was like, "Oh no, I'm originally from somewhere up north." And Billy was great. Billy goes, "Oh, so you're an imposter."
Don't I know you? Oh, yeah. I used to be a roadie for Snoop Dogg.
Thanks, James.
Anything from TV.
I love Billy's still in here. I love how Billy called him out.
Thank you. How did you do today fishing, James? Did you get to go, you and Buck?
Right, Billy. Like Billy and I were at that table. We walked by that table before, and Billy and I never stopped, but the only reason my father-in-law stopped there was because we had no choice. We were waiting on the wives. So, and then we started talking to the kid, but it was cool. It was really, really cool to see one of my former students.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be so self-satisfying.
And it was not so much for me, but for him, like for him to come through the class, go off to college to further his education in it. And then like he gets home from school and, now he's hooked up and perfect kid for it too. Perfect kid, like to do the fishing and go out. Cause they did some cool videos for me when they were in the class. Like, their families would go down to the Keys for the summer and they would do like music videos and they would like do the drone shots over there at the Sombrero Light right there off of Marathon.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just perfect job for him. And I'm happy for him.
I wish you luck tomorrow, James.
James, thank you for saying happy anniversary. I don't know if you're saying it to me or John and Lindy or whatever. James, I plan on making the thing you wanted me to make for you tomorrow. I will get that done for you, and I'll send it to you.
You got your big one, James?
He didn't go out. He said,
I went to the creek for a bit. May go out tomorrow in the boat.
Well, he said he didn't get to go with Buck and Bubba. He didn't get an invite.
I know. I was thinking about taking the boat out tomorrow. I don't know. I was thinking about it, but the weather they're talking about, I think it'd be better if I just walked the bank.
Doc, you need to take your little John boat to that little lake beside Donkeyland, dude. Ain't none of us got a boat that can go in there.
Well, next time we head out there, I'll just put it in the back and we'll go.
I mean, dude, that.
We need to get our sneaks going.
Yeah.
And we all three need to go out there.
He got not a thing. I thought he was doing some Snoop Dogg there for a minute, but he said he got not a thing. Oh, James,
we could all three fit in the John boat.
No.
I mean, it'd be crowded, but we could all three fit.
No. Dude, we saw Mac Daddy Gator yesterday or the day before.
What, in that little pond?
No, up on the dike, just when you start coming away from the boat ramp.
On which side? Like
on that little side, yeah, on that side of the dike. The dike's only on one side going out, and he would laid up on.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was thinking when you go down.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah.
No, leaving the ramp up on the dike that way. He was all straight. I mean, a nice one.
Big one. Yeah.
Went to
I watched a video of a gator. Guy, it was on. I can't remember if it was Instagram or Facebook. Gator was chasing topwater popper. Right, guys, and the gator comes right up to the boat, and the guy's got like the camera like right down here. The gator just kind of like sitting there, like really close to the boat, and all of a sudden you see him go and like up, and his front arms come up in the boat, and he like snaps at the camera, and the guy goes, "Oh, snap!"
Oh wow!
I'm like, good for the gator. I wish he got your damn fingers.
Yeah, James, it's supposed to storm here tomorrow too.
Yeah.
Lindy wanted to go fishing today, and I put her off. Thought my truck was going to be back. It's still in the shop.
I don't think it's going to be that bad tomorrow.
Thanks, Anti.
Thank you, Anti. Yeah, man, I had to order the valve.
Put Mark's up. Put Mark's comment up.
They had to take the head off the truck, put a new valve in it. One of the valves wouldn't seat. Yeah, bunch of shit.
Yeah, I guess I'm not going to jail. Dude, like, I wouldn't have posted that had that tool bag not posted like on like almost every single one of my like videos that had a snakehead in it. And what pissed me off the most was that he posted on the video that Joe and I did, like my latest video that like Joe and I did, that had nothing to do with snakehead. For some reason that chapped my ass. And that's what set me off about that. So that's why I did it.
I'm listening. I don't know what that means, baby. I don't look at the graph.
The red's the temperature. Go ahead. We're listening.
So
No,
it's
that was it.
different
I'm
range.
done.
Yeah.
So now you guys are making it very awkward.
I know, sorry. She's trying to show me the weather, but her weather goes by a graph where mine doesn't. I read what it says. You know, I don't look at red lines and blue lines, and she keeps going and pointing at it, and I'm like, what does that mean? So she points again. I'm like, I don't know what you mean.
And he's the worst one when I'm trying to be quiet and whisper. He's got a, what, huh? What'd you say?
Well,
And I'm trying to be quiet.
well, what you were asking me was more important than what Doc was saying
But
to
I
me.
wasn't asking, I was pointing and showing.
But I don't know what I'm
was
looking
I
at.
just look at the radar. I look at the radar for 24 hours.
She just died. I don't know. I just blah 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 blah. Happy anniversary.
He can't get it.
Happy anniversary.
I just look at the radar for 24 hours and see what it says. And if I see a big blob of red and blue and like yellow, I'm like, all right, I ain't going.
No, see, I look at the hourly. That's what I go look at is, the hourly of it.
Because your fish close to home, and our drive is like an hour and 25, 30 minutes.
Wait a minute. James says y'all are exchanging eggplant and peach pictures.
I mean, I don't mind. Like, see, like for me for tomorrow.
I guess you're on the phone.
For me, if it's light rain tomorrow morning, I'll go out because the GoPro it can get wet. I mean, I probably won't be able to do the third person camera angle with the DJI because that can't. You that, John.
But it will dry out eventually. Mine went back to working fine now.
Well, yeah, you just got to dry it out in rice. You dry it out in rice because there's thousands of millions of little Chinese people that come out and fix it in the rice. That's why people put their phones and things in rice.
Because the rice draws in Asian people. They think dinner's ready and have them fix it while they're there.
Either way, it's the same principle.
Yeah, I saw that where they're calling black drum. He calls them West Virginia Reds. Yeah, that's not it. Doc, they told Doc Virginia. He just thought West Virginia.
No, John, he said West Virginia. He said West Virginia, and my father-in-law and I looked at each other like, but if you ask Billy, that's the type of dude the kid is. Oh, at the wire one yet.
Oh, but Ted, in the morning at the crack of daylight, everybody, it's new to everybody. Them turkeys don't know what's going on. I'd be sitting in the woods. I do miss turkey hunting.
That sucks, James.
What's a Caso? Is that the name of it or something?
I think so. Yeah, but like I said, if it's just drizzling tomorrow, that's fine. It's when you get the thunderstorms. And, I mean, you guys know that. Like, we don't mess around with that.
Yeah, I think it's like that one I won, James. Still sucks to lose anything.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
If it's donkey land, you could have just got out of the boat and got it. Or hell, now as shallow as it is, you can about wrench out of the boat and got it. Sweet, Ted.
Nice.
Yeah, Doc, it's a shallow in the back of Donkeyland. I had to go to this one little area and do the big Okeechobee takeoff in the big circle,
right,
to get on a plane to get our ass back out of fiberglass. Fiberglass boat and all wouldn't have come up out of there. They'd have had to slow roll it the whole way.
Yeah,
I know, Anton.
I told you we got that fiberglass boat, that 16-foot Scout.
Yeah.
And my father-in-law really wants to take it out to Donkeyland. But like right now, probably wouldn't be the best time to bring it out there.
Shoot, it'd be fine, dude.
You think so?
Yeah, hell, I mean,
You have to be careful where you go.
I mean, it draws like no water. It's got a pulling platform. Right. I think it goes in skinny water.
Yeah, it'd be perfect there. Y'all need to do it. We'll go in our boat. We'll video back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt.
What'd Matt do?
He said so he would get stuck for good.
Oh hell yeah, you'd have been bottomed out back there. You'd have had to get Yee out pushing. And I'm talking about Matt back there where you barely got up on a plane, dude. There is no water back there now. But that's where Lindy had caught them couple big fish the other day.
It's been really dry. I mean, like
Dry. My yard, dude.
Yeah.
I ain't cut grass in weeks. It's brown. It's crunchy.
Yeah.
Yep. Same here. Same here. It's. I don't know.
So you're saying they're not really redfish? Calling them redfish?
No, the ones in West Virginia. That's what I said. They're black drum, and the guy just called them the redfish of West Virginia. But what Doc's talking about is in Virginia, and it's actually redfish.
Yeah.
Can I turn on my news?
Hello, Kinsley.
Hi.
Yeah, Kinsley
Hey,
wants to
Ray.
share. Kinsley would like to. Kinsley wants to share some news with you guys, John and Lydia.
We're ready.
Jesus Christ, girl.
All right. This is
Okay.
fun. Yep. So today at school, since I'm in 4th grade, all the 4th grade classes got an envelope to see if they were a safety patrol or
Come
not.
closer, Sarah Bacon.
Right.
And we couldn't open them at school, so we had to open them at home. And I was so anxious because I didn't know if I was going to get it or not.
Right.
So when I get in the car from school, I quickly got out my folder and just yanked it out of there, ripped it open. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't rip it, though. I opened it up, and at the beginning of the paper, it says, "Congratulations."
Whoa.
So, Safety Patrol.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Proud of you,
Thank you.
Safety Patrol.
Here I come. I'm part of the Safety Patrol squad.
5-0.
Wow.
You're the TV squad. Oh, that is true. I am the TV squad, too. Yep. And you're the TV squad again.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Proud of you, baby.
I think I still have the paper. And...
Cool. All right, head back in.
Bye-bye. See you guys later. Peace.
See you later, alligator.
Peace out.
Later, Mater.
Bye, baby.
I remember back in school, the safety patrol got the cool little orange belt thing that you got to wear that had
They're yeah.
Remember?
Ours were orange. I kind of missed out on safety patrol, but they were orange. But now they're like safety neon
green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they're wearing. They don't do the orange anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got screwed out of being a safety patrol. I did. Like, I was supposed to be a safety patrol, and my dad at the time was he worked for the Kmart Corporation, and we had to relocate. We had to move up to Tennessee. We had to move to Columbia, Tennessee during my, it was going to be, back then, 6th grade down here in Florida was still an elementary school.
Right.
So I was getting ready to go into the 6th grade, and I was going to be safety patrol. We moved. 6th grade in Tennessee. Middle school.
Yeah.
Nope, screwed. Done. Nope, didn't get to be a safety patrol. Just go to middle school, you son of a bitch.
And then
Figure it out,
And you were bottom of the list there,
Oh, yeah, exactly. I was gonna be big dog, on campus, safety patrol, I was gonna run things, and now it's like nope,
You're the new kid at the bottom of the middle school pecking order.
Oh, I hate it, dude. I hated Tennessee. I hated it when I went up there as a kid. I remember
More like banjos, James.
I absolutely hated Tennessee when I was up there.
Dude, I
hated it.
My pop's in the Navy. I went to like 5 different elementary schools. I was always the fat, chunky, redheaded new kid, it seemed like, till like 8th grade. Then we finally moved to Carolina.
See, I was a big skateboarder back then. And like when I moved to Tennessee, nobody was on skateboards. And I mean, I met some friends and made them go get skateboards so I could start skateboarding. The only way I was going to move, I was going to stay down here in Florida. I told my parents, I was like, nope, I'm living with Papa and Grandma. I'm not going. I refused to go. I was going to live down here with my grandparents.
Yeah.
My dad said, I'll build you a half pipe in the backyard of the house that we buy. I said, all right, we'll go. And he did. God bless him. He built me a half pipe in my backyard. And that was the only reason I moved up there. We only had to stay there for 2 years, but yeah, I wasn't going to go, man. And I did hate it up there. I did. I did not like the cold. Did not like the fact that I wasn't near the beach. The only kind of fishing that you had to do was like in creeks, and you were only catching like the sunfish.
Wait a minute, you didn't have beaches. Tennessee's right beside West Virginia. Why didn't you just go over to West Virginia Beach?
Right. The kid said West Virginia.
And don't worry, Lindy's going to come straight up the mighty Mississippi and see you there in West Virginia.
We're not geographically inclined on this show this evening. The kid said West Virginia. I wish I would have recorded it now.
It don't matter. We got it figured out. I'm glad because we all said there's no way and there's no way.
Yeah, no.
But it's funny. There's a video up on YouTube where the guy is catching black drum and he calls them the redfish of West Virginia.
But they're
it's
black.
not. Huh?
But they're black.
Right. It's different.
They're not
fish.
red.
You know, Matt they catch those drum there in Alabama and all where he fishes. I watched him catch that biggin on one video in freshwater.
Yeah, well, those are different than
Right.
the black drum and the redfish and the red drum that we have here.
The point made. Yes, exactly.
You know what we got to do? We got to go hit Mosquito Lagoon, Space Coast.
Yeah, we need to.
That is redfish heaven.
Yeah, that's where we just told you that it's catch and release only now.
Yep.
Remember, that's where me and Lindy went. That's where we were hooking up on them big fish that kept stripping our line.
Like,
no, Matt, he was in Virginia catching red drum. Doc just thought it was in West Virginia.
no, I did not say. I'm telling you what the kid said.
The kid told Doc. Doc didn't say it.
Almost heaven.
Have
West
you,
Virginia.
when you
Wait
guys
a minute.
you guys lived in North Carolina.
Jimmy Buffett needs to sing the West Virginia John Denver song. That way it would be coastal. Can you imagine that? Like a bunch of steel drums. Boom, 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 West Virginia.
Yeah. Jimmy Buffett would do that. I can see it. But when you guys used to catch fish, the redfish in
North Carolina, yes.
Did you guys ever harvest them? Like, did you guys ever eat them?
Oh,
That's the only damn reason we went, son. It's the best.
Okay, I'm just checking because some people they like, oh no, just catch and release. They are by far like everybody down here.
That's above
like,
crappie, man.
Snook is the best eating fish.
Redfish.
I say redfish.
I say redfish.
And I catch crap for it. I say redfish. I love snook. Don't get me wrong. Snook is delicious. They're fun to catch. They fight like hell. But for taste on the fish, give me a redfish all day, every day.
yeah.
My favorite one.
I
Doc.
love the taste of redfish, but I have never tasted a snook, so I can't say that.
I wish so much we could
Me
take you.
personally, Miss Lindia, redfish.
Dude, I wish we could take you up to Carolina the way we were red fishing. You know, we'd go catch the bait. We'd set out about 8 rods with big ass finger mullets on them.
Right.
I'll cast with my.
It's
And
no
like-
different than down here then.
Dude, like 2 foot of water, we'd scatter them lines. And I mean, we'd catch 30 in a morning out there. I mean, all 20 to 30 inches just over and over and over.
But we're only allowed one each. But we would catch them all day.
Yeah, and that's what a cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger at Creekside.
No.
I like mine with French fried potatoes.
French fried.
See, there it is. I'm going to come up with a cheeseburger in West Virginia song and sing it like Carl, you know. I like mine with French fried taters and some mustard.
Actually, anti sheep's head is good too. Sheep's head is very good.
Buck is going to quit fishing. He has been on a zero for like ever. Dang it, Buck. Buck needs to come to Florida.
I think he should move.
Well, James came down, didn't catch a damn fish, but I believe Buck catch one. Even Yee caught some.
Oh, James, Steve said he sent you some giveaways.
Lindy, he sent them to Buck. I told you that when he said it, not James. I don't think he sent some. James and Steve send you anything? He sent but he sent them to
John. I thought he said James.
He did, but he sent them to Uncle Buck.
Oh.
Buck told me today he got the package from Steve. Unless Steve sent James some too, but I think he meant.
I can't go back that far in the comments.
See, Steve ain't sent me shit. But Steve did say cranking, but he meant buy you Buck.
Okay.
I told
Is that
you
what he meant?
But nobody wants to hear me out.
He just needs a new hobby.
Yeah, Buck said he needs a new hobby.
Oh,
damn,
John.
James, ain't got to get all upset about it, man. Ain't sent me shit.
He ain't sent me shit. I just got some more of the Everglades fish and chicken seasoning, by the way. It was on sale at Publix.
Yep, we've got some. Yep.
Oh, and talking with Steve the other day, since we're over a year with him, he was talking about, anything, how can I help y'all? I appreciate it. I was like, a couple of them damn bruiser bait Bass Addiction jerseys y'all wear would be sweet. He goes, see what I can do. He sent me an email the other day wanting our logo. I was like, sweet.
Oh, you mean the logo that I made?
Yep, that'll be right on our shirts.
Awesome. And tell him to send me one. I'll send him my logo. No, I ain't been with him. I ain't been with him for a year.
Buck did say that they were sending him some stuff to give away. Yeah, he told me today they did. He thought he was going to get some of them little sample packs, but he said he sent some extra just packs of baits. I bet it's those
variety packs.
No, that's what he thought he was. No, that's what he thought he was going to get. But Steve likes these new ones he's making, that aren't in production yet. I bet he sent him some sample stuff. Because that's what he said he was going to put in ours, remember?
Oh, okay.
Let me see what he called it with ours.
Timmy's
had some egg.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks, It's closed.
Said he padded them with some extra customs. So I bet he sent him some of them custom baits.
Cool.
Yeah, they make them and somebody don't,
Yep.
I guess what. By the way.
Oh, Ted, you need the Everglades heat. I got plenty of that. They just we were out of fish and chicken, and they had it on sale at Publix when I was roaming through the aisles. The one chance Jen doesn't like to take me to Publix. I'm usually not allowed to go. I don't do well in public, people. I don't like a lot of people, and I tend to let people know if they're stupid while we're out in public. So I'm usually not allowed to go to the grocery store a lot.
So wait a minute. You the C or the X? You're not good at Publix or Public?
Both. No. Oh, I'm not good at either, because if I go to Publix, I end up spending way too much money. I get yelled at for that because I buy a whole bunch of things that we really don't need, but I just want. And then I also don't like the people in Publix because they're in public and they just don't know how to act. Like, you don't move your cart, get out of the way. Like, just like normal human decency types of things like that nobody knows anymore. That bothers me. And I feel the need as a teacher, I feel the need to teach them that they're stupid and they should probably move over to the side or, so
I agree. I'm in the meat section and I'm sitting here trying to pick out
my nizzle.
And this woman over here reaches in front of me. Oh, excuse me, to get this. I back up. Oh, excuse me, am I in your way?
Yeah, see, that's the kind of stuff I do.
Yeah.
But see, I don't say, oh, am I in your way? I actually take the pack of meat that they were reaching for and I throw it across the freaking grocery store and say, now go get it and get out of my way.
Yeah, no.
You people are antisocial.
Yes, off the hook.
We got anti-at Jack, and y'all two are just antisocial.
Yes, the Vente. Well, I don't go to Starbucks. Coffee is garbage because I drink my coffee straight black, and I've had Starbucks straight black coffee one time, and I took 2 sips out of it and said, "Please take this back to the person that served it to you and pour it over their face because this is awful."
Thought we were going to be nice today.
You like your coffee like
right,
you
Billy.
like your women. Strong
Strong
black in the cup.
Good night, Billy.
Who's leaving?
So close.
See you, Billy Billy.
No, I like the members only jackets. What are Target shorts? I've never seen Target shorts.
I don't get my shorts at Target. I actually go down to damn Goodwill and Habitat for Humanity because we live in a snowbird town. Like right now we need to go. They just left. Dude, these snowbirds
Oh,
leave.
you'll get some good stuff now.
Dude, I have got some of the sweetest short pants and all down there for like $1.
I don't know what Target shorts are, and I don't wear Crocs.
$1, whatever.
But they're designer.
Yeah, Ashley, Lindia gets beans that come in, and she pours the beans in the top of her pot, and somehow sorcery happens, and it comes out like coffee.
Oh, yeah, Miss Lindia, when she makes a coffee, that's why I love going fishing. Well, I mean, I love going fishing with you guys any time of the year. But when we go when it's a little cooler out, Miss Lindia brings the coffee.
A thermos.
Like that's you might notice in some of the videos, I get a little wiry in some of those videos that are done in like, say like November and stuff. Like you'll see like
You'll drink 3 cups of that shit.
Oh yeah, because I'll sit there and she's like, "Do you want any more coffee?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll take some more. Why not? Should I take some more? I've only had like 5 cups right now, but I'll still take some more. It's like, I don't need to drink water right now. Let's go. Let's fish."
That's funny. I wake up in the morning and slow down. Lindy wakes up in the morning and speeds up. It just kind of works out.
Yeah, I saw that, Ashley.
See,
Where's
that's
Marshall?
awesome, Ashley and Justin. That Marshall's. I'm trying to convince my wife to sell our house here and move out to Okeechobee because my in-laws, okay, the house right next door to them. Now, my wife and I were going to put it. We put in an offer on that house years ago when we were looking. And at the time, back then, we were going to offer the guy, he lived in Michigan, $130 for it. Okay? And this guy sat on this house, and he probably made the right decision because
That won't touch it now.
It's 230, right?
so
$330.
the guy bought the house for like $3 something, right? Put in maybe $100,000 into it. You know, did back by the pool, redid the kitchen, all that other stuff. All stuff that we would have had to do the house, right? It went for $620.
Wow. Yeah.
I think $625. But either way, $620, $625. In our little neighborhood where we're living, like I could literally sell my house for over $500,000 right now.
Yeah.
And I keep trying to convince Jen, let's do it and let's move out to Chobe.
What kind of car was that you
She doesn't want to.
The Spider.
No, not a Spider.
Tesla?
No.
The B.
The
Aston
hot rods, the little convertible hot rods they made look like new cars, not a Spider.
Vortex? No.
I know it is. I cannot think of it. Oh, the badass little hot rod American-made car. Viper.
Viper.
Oh, the Viper. Okay.
You know, our neighbor that lived over in, where was the school shooting?
Parkland?
Parkland. His house he had for sale over there was so much money that there for a while, when he was trying to sell it, he was going to throw in the Viper. It came free with buying the house. And they still didn't sell it. So he kept the Viper and lowered the price or something. But I mean, that's crazy money when you can throw in What's a Viper cost? It's got to be $100 and something thousand car, probably.
If it was all souped up, yeah.
Oh, it's a ride, son. It's a ride.
Yeah.
It's a ride.
But I mean, seriously, like here in Palm Beach County, the price of everything is like there's no way that house next door to my in-laws is worth over $500,000.
Oh yeah.
No way. No way. Rent over here. Did you see that Palm Beach County has surpassed New York?
Yeah.
New York. When it comes to rent, what people are paying for rent, people are paying over $3,500 for rent on a 2-bedroom apartment over here.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
And there is nothing southwest of us for sale or rent.
Yeah. Nothing.
Oh, and that's what they're saying too. They can't even keep up with the demand for people buying these things. It's like, where are they getting this money?
Dude, that's like us. We've been here 6 years in our little old house, but we've done tax values went up like 50, 60 grand since we've been here. I mean, just
I
crazy.
know.
Yeah.
It's stupid. And like, yeah, you look where Ted's at. If he buys a house for over $300,000, it better not need any work. No, like right now, if you were to find a place for $300,000 here, you'd be like, this is amazing. Oh, all we have to do is build a new kitchen and 2 new bathrooms.
See, dude, that's like us with the rentals. Right now, we could make a killing selling our rentals. I mean, we could make a chunk.
Yep.
But we couldn't buy more rentals back because they're not.
Because you're not going to be able. No, not only one, could you not buy them back because they're too expensive, but then there's nothing available.
Right. So see, we could cash out right now and cash out good, but
what do you do with it?
I'd like to go 10 more years before we do the big cash out. Just
because the interest is so.
Because that's what we're gonna do. After 10 years, we cash it out. We're gonna do our best to spend every damn penny, son.
You're right, Ashley and Justin. It was rated the most expensive place to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doc,
we surpassed New York.
When we do the big cash out, we'll be going live on Friday nights from the casino.
Did you see where Governor DeSantis is trying to do something about the rent prices?
Yeah,
I did see today DeSantis said before he leaves being governor from Florida, he promises he will sign the bill that lets everybody in Florida have free open carry.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I heard that today.
That'd be awesome.
You can just open carry anywhere.
No, I wasn't parking cars there. I was actually there filming. So, like, I wasn't parking cars. I was higher up than that. They were feeding me. The kids that park the cars, they don't get fed.
What's that from Caddyshack where he tells the kid, what are you doing tonight? I'm having this get together. And he thought the other kid thinks he's getting invited. He's like, I want you to do, cater or park the car.
No, that was Coming to America. Well, actually, both movies, I think.
It's Caddyshack, too,
Yeah, both movies.
Ted Knight invites him
What's
out
up,
there.
Joe?
Yeah, hey, Joe.
You missed it all, Joe. We had a special guest. It was good stuff.
Yeah.
And it's over. It's 2 hours.
Yep.
2 hours and 4 minutes, to be exact.
Yep, exactly.
Women, our houses will all be worth so much. We're all going to get paid to move out. Yes, Ashley, but that's the problem. Where are you going to move to? All the houses you would buy are so damn expensive. What ones there are, you ain't got nowhere to go.
You'd have to move out of state.
Yep.
You'd have to move out of state.
Yeah, you have to go somewhere. Oh, no worries, Joe.
Oh, no worries, Joe.
I hope it's nothing bad.
No, he said
I know you got family in town and stuff like that.
Oh, well, that's good. Good. I hope it's all good.
And you out spending that cranking and yanking money.
That.
Yep.
And James, I didn't know when I sent you ours for free that I could have got paid.
Oh, I know.
Oh, James, are you still in here? Let me know you're in here before I start.
Yeah, actually, I haven't done mine yet. Do we get paid for those?
Yeah, I think
I saw Joe got paid for his.
Yeah.
I got something I want to talk about if James is still in here. Yes, Ashley, move to West Virginia and catch redfish.
Exactly.
There you go. There's the comment of the night. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
James must be gone.
Is he?
I don't know.
Central Valley Adventures.
See, I'm not small town catfishing. Everybody thinks they try to write. They talk to small towns so much when they try to write small charters. See, he's from the catfish.
It comes up.
It comes out small town all the time because there's a small town catfishing.
We are small
Okay.
waters.
I know Central. Dude, I knew. Is that not what happened?
That's what you just said.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
It's all
Oh,
right.
dude,
Just
small
right
town.
here.
Small town got picked or won a turn. Something happened that he won. And for about a week, every time I joined one of them lives, man, everybody was like, congratulations, small water. And then I was like, for what? How many people were like, oh, you're in that tournament? And I'm like, I am. And I go to that channel, like, no, I'm not. I'm not in that.
You're like, what did I do? Did I do something one night late?
Ted is just the best.
Yeah. Well, James must be gone. But what I was going to say, is we filmed that intro for James. So I'm assuming he'll use it in a video one day. So there's one. I used the same intro in our video. My Fishing Life with Gary showed part of one of our videos today in a shout out. He showed that part of the video with the intro. So Joe got money, but I've done seen that intro. It'll be 3 times so far already on videos.
I'd rather get the money.
I'd rather have the money too. I don't know. Gary's video is great. Wait, you need to go watch it.
I know. I told you not to ruin it for me. So
Yeah, I know.
I didn't like you. You kind of already started with the shark and the kayak, but like now, so
Sorry.
that's okay.
That's okay. Well, all right, folks. We're going to call it. It's the 2-hour mark. I got to have something to eat.
Thank you so much, Ted, for all you do.
Yes, Ted. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody, for jumping in.
Yeah.
Next week's on Doc's channel. I'm sure we're going to have videos this week. You know me. Can't go but a day or two without kicking one out. So.
And I'll have one, maybe a couple, and you guys, happy anniversary on Sunday.
Happy anniversary to you, Doc.
Thank you.
We're going to, real quick, we're going, I guess, Speckled Perch tomorrow night because they're closed on Sunday.
That's right.
But we have a charter coming in next week for 3-4 days, going to stay with us. Remember Coach and Hiram?
Yes.
All right, well, it's just Coach coming.
Okay.
And he already said he's going to take us to Speckled Perch one night. So I guess this week we're going to get 2 nights at the Perch.
2 nights.
Hell yeah.
Living the life.
Be beefing it up, son. Oh, dude, we made him a package deal. He's flying into Palm Beach. We're picking him up at the airport.
So you don't have to rent a car.
Don't have to rent a car.
Okay.
He's staying with us.
Okay.
Now we're charging him to pick him up for room and board, for feeding him, for the guide trip.
Lindy's bed and breakfast
And
charter.
we're going to drop him back off at the airport. So for one price, this dude literally just has to book a flight and step off the plane, and he's going to fish.
Taken care of.
And he'll fish Donkeyland, and he's fishing 2 full days. So we'll fish Donkeyland one day, Headwaters the other.
Okay.
Fed and all, and he'll get up that next morning, crawl in the car, and I'll go drop him off at the airport. You can't beat that, man.
Right?
And the price is under $1,000.
Yep.
I think you're charging too little.
Probably should, because that's like 4 nights. I mean, but he's a friend. He comes every year.
Yeah, I know. No, he's a return customer. He's,
But still, that covers a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, the tidbits. See, you're just lazy. You just don't want to cut up your steak, so you eat the tidbits. But they are good. A whole lot more burnt ends around them.
Yeah, I like mine rare, so.
Ted, when you come to Okeechobee, we'll have to go to Speckled Perch. You won't. I'll say you won't get a better steak anywhere.
Yeah.
Now, see, we're going to where are we going tomorrow? Cooper's Hawk. We're going to go to Cooper's Hawk tomorrow. The girls are going to stay with Papa and Grandma. So
where's the fancy restaurant that you thought I was talking about one night? But I was name fancy restaurants out your way. I was talking about somewhere else, or told you to meet us there, or text, and you thought I was talking about somewhere else or something. What was that?
when you said it was a long time ago,
Right.
and you said, "Hey, for your I can't remember if it was for my birthday or something like that. You're like, we want to take you to Three Forks."
That's what it was. Yes.
And I was like, "Y'all got a Three Forks out by you?" Like, I had no idea you were talking about Three Forks, up north.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the restaurant because like the conversation we were talking about eating, and then you said that, and I was like, I'm like, they got Three Forks in Okeechobee? Damn. Yeah.
I think I said something about we want to take you to Three Forks for your birthday, and you thought we were taking you to some fancy ass restaurant.
Yes, Ashley.
Because we got a Three Forks over here that's a fancy ass restaurant where it's like $95 for a damn steak, and I was like, damn, all right, cool, let's go.
What do they say? What, cut his horns off, wipe his ass, and put him on the plate? Something like that. I like mine cooked, son.
No, see, me and Miss Lindy are the same way.
Nah, you got to put some heat to my shit, son.
Oh, yeah, no, I want a little heat, but I want, rare. Like, yes.
My favorite dish at Roy's Sushi and Thai in Port St. Lucie is the beef tataki because it's served rare in the ponzu sauce and got a little bit of shredded pickled ginger on top. Oh, it's so
Lindy
good.
likes her steak so rare she refuses to eat the one near the brand mark. All right, we're going to leave on that. A branded cow is cooked too much for my wife. We'll leave on that statement.
All right, guys.
Wait a minute. What was Ashley's comment? We said was comment of the night. Move to West Virginia and catch redfish.
Redfish.
All right. See you, folks. Thanks
Good night, guys.
Later.